Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good evening. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello. I'm not one do too. I thought I want to be another Anya lady. Ning actually na ning amo pangeka kind of bitete, but actually ning amo anti abedi the US at America. My name is Lady Winnie. I'm back today. Welcome, Faizara. Welcome. Thank you for coming today. You are my first. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know where you're watching from, but wherever you are, I hope I've captured your time. You're very welcome. I have quite a few updates. I have a lot that we have to discuss. Please enjoy yourselves. Share as much as possible. Use this information as you see fit. This is not to scare you, but some of the items or part of the conversation is very scary. Some of you will not believe me. Some of you are going to think I am really seeking content, but I'm not, believe it or not. I have had a very busy few days, but every day my heart aches to come and say these things to you. So some of what I'm going to say will be from out of this world. I myself have never experienced them. I myself cannot imagine how they occur. But I'm going to tell you these things because the Museveni people and family will know that we are informed and that Ugandans are far beyond where they think they are. Okay? Mor wunduchu apoy bino. Atiki lok pa Paul ma mieti wanywa kachel. Jami mogo ma bi tete wotien unyo nien weng ma bi berka bino video enini. Jami ne mogo pora mu ye. Ka keketi upora ikwo kanyo lok ma bi tete woni temada mo bu wachi ha man dong tika yenyu content tika yenyu lok me bir ma video no ana atiki tit mukene mo kaja mo romo ento chwinya chawa weng tera me kelu lok enini kita no ana no kere men yang wu we nge we woke we nge yo me teach kere. I'm not here to scare you. I am here to share information so that you know how to live, what to do, what to expect. But especially, I am here to share this information so that Museveni himself and his people know that we know firsthand all this information and everything that they're planning against Ugandans. So, you know, take it as it is. Some are very difficult to swallow or consume or believe. Loke mo ka wachi uko beri chawani po biramu ye. Gwak bano bichayo. Ento anatitete jo pa Museveni gi wegunge ni wan Ugandan zonku beri chawani wangwa ya pero dok wangeyo jami ko weng watim jok watim ngo matika magitite munani weng wangeyo au titu wego gwake. So nong pia mara non kom ibed mi remote loke mo kana kan chila deda ento abikelo kita kibere mundo nge ki yo metich kere. Okay, so very difficult. Get a chair, have some water, whatever you need, relax and wait. Okay, all right, diving right into our security alerts. I'm going to start with DP Nobat Mao. You have all seen Honorable Mbide come up on the news and all of that, speaking about how Honorable Mao is now incompetent and that he has given away his position or has given away DP to Museveni or to the government, and that he's no longer suited to be president. But a few weeks ago, I might have mentioned that it is in the plan and the arrangement of the Kabano, of the Rwandese, that Honorable Mbide, will become the president of Democratic Party, DP of Mao. As you know, Mao was in the running for speaker, but he did not get the position. Obviously, Mao's steps are planned by the Kabano or the Museveni people. So DP is officially going to become a Rwandese party in Uganda with a new leadership, which we expected it. I think we somehow saw it, that the powers of Mbide and how he moves things and speaks, he definitely is fueled from the... Don, you're welcome. Jonah, you're very welcome. He's fueled, obviously, by the Museveni's camp. Anybody who doesn't know, Mukasa Mbide is a Rwandese in Uganda. And he tells it himself that he's Rwandese and so on, like the Gashumbas do. But Honorable Mbide will be taking over as chair and president of Democratic Party, DP. DP now becomes an official Rwandese party in Uganda. Okay? So in a few days, you know, I know that Mao was given the position of a minister again, but they're just fattening him up for the kill, as he normally does, as Museveni always does. When he gets you closer, like he did move Anita Among from FDC, like he brought along Honorable Mao to bring him closer, it means he's closer to getting rid of him. Like all past leaders, that is how it has always been. Unfortunately, some people, even close, Honorable Jacob Olanya was brought very close because Museveni saw how intelligent he was, so he could take or get rid of him at his convenient time. Honorable Mao is very close to that. I understand that they have already decided that he's no longer useful or adding to what their belief or what they needed of him. Remember, Honorable Mao came with a story about bringing about change in Uganda, change of government. Sorry, somebody called me. So Honorable Mao has been brought closer, like Museveni does, for all the people who have been passed, who have come, very intelligent, brilliant Ugandans, anybody who he thinks is a threat to him, Anita Among and all of them, he brings them close and then he gets rid of them. So they feel like Mao is now useless and has been used and will never be respected again in the community, and it's time for Mao to go. Okay? Kilaba Choli, atika lokom Honorable Mao, latienwa maaki ya Choli, wanwa umienwa latienwa. Okay? Man ki waro ki molo penny achayo dano ni achayo Honorable Mao. Lokma titit wun tika kataki kampa Museveni gi. Museveni gi do wachi, Mao dong teacher da pero. Gin mayang en mir no en ke lu Mao chok. Were neni Mao dano ma jo maaki ya Choli. Pedong war, pedo be war bene. Pien, teacher Museveni en ko neni ngatu moni ni riade da, ngatu moni ni ramu kwa nyugamente nero. Unyo ngatu moni ni ramu ki teacher ramu bedo dano ma dano waro. Keli chok, mi ni teacher bebe, keli tung bore gamente ne. Ka dong kar ne oromo ma dong meti bay, dong bay kita iyo mero. Ko bedi chao ni dano ma kilwani Honorable Mbide. Tie ka lok mugo ma don ki yeto Mao ki nyaro Mao. Ununge ni Honorable Mbide uberu dano ma aki Rwanda. Uberu dano ma aki bodjo pa Museveni gini ki kome. Kuberi chao ni donki oru Mbide ni chere chi kwa tera ko ki kunu. En Mbide dong binu chayo Mao wachi Mao konye pe Mao chere chichar DP o bod Museveni. Kun en beno beru nya Rwanda. En aki bod Museveni gi. Kam Mao dada ene charo DP. No charo DP bodjo gange ko. Kuberi chao dong tika kwer ni Mao konye pe dong Mao beru president ma teacher pe Mao charo DP o kun DP ke charo bodgi ma gien weo beru jojo ai Rwanda ento ki ordong ni inde cheri Ichi gwet ma okay com we ina e dok la I com DP kuberi chawa ni ma logo ni honorable Mbide Mukasa ena yo bodogo president pa DP benungu wachi DP ma Democratic Party ni do bodogo party pa jopa Rwanda ki come unungeni DP uberu party ma yaw aki Buganda party ma uchung ma tek ma jo ma do ma Buganda tiye. I'm trying to say that DP was originally the Buganda's party with all the executives of Buganda. You know that the Mpugas who sold out Buganda, sold out National Unity Platform, is now languishing somewhere with a new party which is, you know, useless. But like I said, Museveni pulls the intelligent Ugandans, fattens them up, gives them positions. Mpuga was supposed to be, you know, the Muteketeke of Buganda and so on and so forth. Museveni brought him closer, made him a spy in National Unity Platform. After National Unity Platform gave Mpuga vice president, or the next after His Excellency Chagulanyi Sentamu, they bought Mpuga off. Mpuga thought he had made it. When it was time to toss Mpuga, they gave him a bribe. Mpuga was part of the Anita Among bribe scheme, okay? And it's coming to him. Eventually, they'll catch him. But that is what Museveni does to intelligent Ugandans who will become something for Uganda. He does find a way to destroy them. And when he brings them closer, it means they're closer to the kill, okay? Oboth is right there. Kadaga was right there. All these people, in a speech a few years ago when Kadaga was getting dropped off from the running for speaker, when Jacob Olanya and her were trying to get a speakership position, Kadaga, in one of her regrettable statements, said, you know, Museveni, I've done so much for you, including changing the age limit, moving the age limit, and removing term limits. I did all that for you. But I'm just trying to mention these because just to show you that Museveni does not remember and doesn't care what you do. In fact, for all the leaders who are working for Museveni right now, you are in the flock. You are in line for the slaughter, for the cut, when the time comes, like all of them did. Lokech did. He went and served Museveni very well out there, okay? When the time came, it was time for him to go, okay? Several others before. Honorable Mao saw it. He knew it. He buried his own brother. Honorable Mao was one of the delegations that was sent to Seattle to watch or to be in the hospital with Honorable Jacob Olanya during his very last days. But even then, he still went ahead to accept positions and get pulled away from DP, brought in, given ministerial position, but that doesn't mean anything. Atika wachi, wunjo ma wun furu tika tichki Museveni kuberi chawani. Maki or wuchelo timu bala dodone. Ikari ma Kadaga ki kwanye ki beru member of parliament. Ma Jacob Olanya donyo kuman me beru speaker me parliament. Kadaga waju ni ki keja deda ki chwinye ma peka deda wachi Museveni into kuberi baya ni ba. Ana ye amini gena do. Ana ya kwanyu age limit do. And make wachi marapa le dirlo bo miero ge kakani. Kadaga ge ye lu digini. Ki diru mara ki waido namu beru la dirlo bo paka wangu to. Ki kwanyo gena ki luoni time limit ko en Kadaga enu la digini enu ne. Ineno teach weng ma wunu timo it Museveni wunu ngeni. Kanene no dano wigi lutela wani kanene wi waramu teach ma waj kumakun waj cheke ken wani ujone dana di ma do cher po dugo an pingo ati line an pingo ati ka ye teacher jal pingo kong wun po da ram kwer teach mogo go unyo beru ki luchu uchun ki dano wek diri ma ja ka kanu wutie no dan ram kanu ineno man ku beri chawani dan ma Museveni tika tikere timu bal ma do ma kwero I dan un ko go ko berchana nita pe ko ngara che ne an ko manita pe ngara go chi manita pe donyo anita tiegi ki ma ko anita ki wai ko kwalo ento dan ma anita pok ki chene dan mo ko wagan ko no mapenduzi gi nga gi gena ya oketa ni gena idongira mo kwanyo dano mapenduzi gi gena lo chet ka kwanyo zake ki position pa commissioner ko piana ni to orgi timma do ma wunu timo ma weko dano ma community kweru buni diri ma ya ka ki bayu ku pedi kama ni ta monti yeni peti ngati ma openyo ni anita monti kwane anita mon ki keli kore anita mon ba Petty ngati mo ke can mo pe ni makubedi cha wa jogang mo neighbor panita ge piano yang ko no te matata te marani ko te mo Anita mo temo ki yo weng meneno ni National Unity Platform peno yam Anita ke maro duana kun wachi unene jo pa Buganda po no gi mo ke ken ke go chi ineno ni wona puruti atichi Museveni ni kare bu bena bobiano ento kanene wi wuti ma ramu choko jamine mogoga wero nene kita dong lo kech gyanga gi cherni wan bene pedang wa mete pien katoti kakachani wa lock it wa lock tim wa gwo jogang wa papi gang wa papi danwa beni dong ni kachena odong wangudong umero. I'm trying to say that people who are working with Museveni right now, why don't you learn from the people in the past? You know, they say the dead are not dead. It is true. Can we learn something from them? As we speak, Anita Among has not been seen anywhere. But nobody, of all the people that she has given money or given funds or whatever the case might be, or assisted, even the neighbors of Anita Among, none of them has been able to say so-and-so, where is she? When Lina Zedriga was in incarceration by Museveni during the election period, the leadership of where she comes from, Dr. Lina Zedriga's kingdom or local chiefdom, they came out and said, we want our child. Where is our daughter? But you find that the people who are working for Museveni, like Anita Among, make it a point to try to overperform, that they will destroy all manner of relationships available to them in the future someday, because you just never know. Do you know that Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, His Excellency, was hidden in Uganda for over 2 months by all sorts of human beings? I'm talking police, SFC, military, the locals. People made their bed. In a home, they made a bed for Kyagulanyi just in case he showed up. They said, you know what, just in case he's hungry, we'll leave some water outside. You know, when Kyagulanyi was when Muhoozi was intensely looking for Kyagulanyi, everywhere there were roadblocks. But I kid you not, somebody will put off their clothes, even if it is a gomesi, and give it to him. He walked around on a bicycle carrying matoke like a local farmer taking some bananas to the market in disguise, because the police were focused at the roadblock looking into vehicles. Okay, that is the fortification that Kyagulanyi has. That is why, as much as Museveni tries to destroy Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Kyagulanyi's mission, message, and everything he is in our heart. It is not because Kyagulanyi gave me anything. No, he never. No. But the language, the involvement, the care that Kyagulanyi has, the mission, what compels him to be who he is for the locals, for the people of Uganda, is ingrained in our heart. In my heart is where Kyagulanyi is. It is not because he gave anyone anything. No. That is why Kyagulanyi is in the United States right now. But a system in Uganda is flourishing compared to Museveni, who has to stay on oxygen, stay alive, just so his hoodlum of a son can pretend to cause ruckus and act as if he's leading Uganda forcefully. It is not natural that they're doing what they're doing. At the time that Bebe Cool was shot, at the same scene, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu was there. He could have gotten hit. In fact, they wanted to shoot him too. But guess what? Kyagulanyi, being a special person that was sent to do this by God, he survived, and God foiled him and protected him. And that makes him, till today, the reason why we are here and we are fighting for change, because God has made it that is what is going to be. And none of these people trying to change this, all these Rwandese, are trying to change what is set in stone. It's impossible. It is impossible. So those of you who are working for Museveni, slow down. Mind the people you are mistreating. When Anita Among was doing things trying to make sure that Zake does not take the commissioner's office, she pulled over Mapenduzi. Mapenduzi was the executor of what they were trying to do to make sure that Zake cannot exist as commissioner despite being picked by His Excellency Chagulanyi Sentamu. Why do you think that you are the kingmaker? Where do you think God is in all of this? Where? Right now, Anita Among could very well be buried, dead and gone. Right, Honorable Mao, same direction. If they're not going to give you a certain position, calm down. People who are upset because they didn't get position here, Honorable Keloriem, I mean, you have been a minister for what? Over 20 years? What more do you want? At least you came off alive. Is that value? Do you want to come out in a coffin? Because that's an option. Can you people try to focus on where it matters? Where it matters. Anita Among right now needs the voice of Bobby Wine, for example. It cannot take somebody, I posted something and somebody said, well, her friends are calling her. You really think that Anita Among has her cell phone and is hanging out in the living room and is chatting around with people? No. They are trying to make sure Anita Among will never speak again about whatever she did, because Anita Among is a sacrificial lamb. They want to make sure, in fact, in my security alerts, they're saying that there has to be a by-election in Anita Among's constituency, by all means. And Anita Among has to be made dirt poor. That means Anita Among will never rise again in her community. Anita Among will never, ever be even a LC1 in her community, because she stifled everywhere where she was. She overperformed for these evil people, and now the evil people have her, and her people who would have been to her rescue don't care, because she has finished all the juice in them. They have nothing left to offer as kindness for Anita Among. So all of you leaders working for Museveni, slow down. Focus where it matters. Take care of your people first. Because if the time comes, can we hide you? Can your neighbor say, come here, sit over here, and tell them that he's not here, he never came? That person, we have never seen him here. Can your people do that? Can your constituency do that? Some of you, to the extent your relatives don't even talk to you because you are too much. You're too big. You feel too, I mean, everything. Wunjo amado uti ati bod Museveni gini. Wutamu ni kache pion loke. Ngatu mani ramu guaku. Dan romwachi enini latenwa bien bedkain. Weka jomani bien wachi. Pa ya wanano kelo manenan. Mukelo? Uchero wala wamaja. Pia udugu. Chagulanyi ki gwaka Uganda kun police tika gwakone, SFC tika gwakone, Lumon tika gwakone, dano maburi ad ma wapi wadek waka wachi, kuni ko ngole wako nong dek kunu. Ki per waka buru ki wachi gwak ngole, wako biyan botkan, ko ngole biyan botkan. Menu kita mier wa gwak kwede. Ento mam, dan po paru dano piani do tiki position. Tie dan ma pelo. Ineno? Mount Erningo. Pien diri maja ko o ni mier dong gen dong guwachi dong inde pewe. Ito ki wachi mo wapakabulo uberu danuma ya uberu la tera gamente pam Museveni gi. Wapakabulo ki tuju ki silim. Wapakabulo ma mier do au chere oriat. Museveni wai pe chere pe ake gange. Ki lor wie ot kuman. Maliela wapakabulo mauto uto cha chel mi udiku ki bienu ki yeni ki yab dogola wacha ario me di wo wapakabulo ki ton ki panga me en ma ki reo liel ubed straight wako buri ki gena coffin ki ton pienu to mau junge okuma enini ngati mau gwaro ma ki yeni ubienu nen pere pien ka jone wachi de tawe Pero mukwete. Anita Among kama tiye ni kama ding. Kama Anita Among tiye ni pepe na ki ye ni unem dano pena pe loko ki dano pian pe ki mete utiet ngo mo ti me kome. Chi wun ma furu maka ma liete umak mot ba. Kara boloke. Ugo anga ma bichung pi wu ka pion loke. Piano boloke. Pion Uganda boloke. Awachini wa Idi Amini kare ma gamente pa min loke. Amin ki or dege ni uchero che chok lutiano pa amin. Lutiano pa amin ke kenba. Ena ki kerugi dege. Helicopter ni pa wakamoni. Wun jo mu kena ni do dong. Wek dong jo ma wunu ber ka wono gini aye do rata ke gu. Wunu tam ni bi beru ni ning. I was saying that when Idi Amin had to run because it was urgent, when his government was toppled, a helicopter was sent for Idi Amin's children. Only children and wives were grabbed instantly and quickly to be taken away and flown out of the country. But all of the people who he sent to do dirty work had to stay and face the Museveni's people. And guess what they did to them? Today you will look for Idi Amin's executives and so on. So they're nowhere to be found. But Idi Amin had plans for the next day to do more. His people who were ordered to perform atrocities were in order and were planning the next events. Like Museveni has probably sent you, like the Ministry of Health, their chains, they have sent you to go and say Ebola is just worse. Because Museveni wants to use Ebola to kill Ugandans, to try to depopulate Ugandans. Museveni will send you and say, let's go and tell them that there's Ebola. In fact, give them some poison so some people evidently die and look like they died of Ebola. And you do not think, because you are being paid, to care about your community, because when you finish your people, you are finishing your fortification. You are finishing who you will need to help you when the time comes, because it will matter, and that time will come. I'm telling you, it will come. For as long as you work for the Musevenis, it will come. In fact, this government is going to change. The reason why Museveni is still here is because Museveni saw how Obote left, saw how Idi Amin left. Museveni is now playing a game where every similar scenario that he remembers happening to the Idi Amins, he tries to do something about. He's trying to fill holes here and there. Atika wachi, Jami Mauti me ikare pa Idi Amin unyo pa Obore karma dongeriyo ke Uganda. When Museveni ungeyo keto bedo kere. Eno weka Museveni putie watini. Museveni tie pien en puye po kita jochane uriyo kwere. Wek don ka sign money unen. Chulu wayan kuman, chulu wayan kuman, chulu wayan kuman. Ento Museveni kwa pikare, pichawa enini. Museveni pe kwa pien ngeni pi kwa chapira chela nyim. No. Kwa pichawa ni enini. Ma kai nenu ka kiwai bobi wine buduguli tap nenu yo megeng oboda ko. Kaki wachi ngarumano loko kita anatika loko berichani wachi ngo utem kuman. Pien Museveni we po kita min guchar kwede. Ikarma min gichero gen berano tiki plan me orune. Plan meti mujo madan. O mak brekba. Atiki security alert kany ma aki bodgi. Security alert weng what logo lokom neku jo ma kinywalo gi Uganda. Lok me nek keken. Petie don lobo mo keken. Actually northern Uganda, West Nile, Buganda, Eastern weng tiye to keken. I have tons of security alerts. None of them is about development of Ugandans or indigenous Ugandans. None of it is about survival. All of it is about killing, depopulating, and finishing Ugandans, making Uganda a territory of Rwanda. All of it, however you look at it, it is all about killing, depopulating Uganda. All of it. All of it. Therefore, you Ugandans working for these people, when are you going to become Jonathans? When? The story of Jonathan in the Bible, I'm not a preacher or anything. Jonathan was a son of a dictator. And Jonathan's father sent him to go and bring an opposition leader. In fact, go and kill the opposition. Just like Museveni sends Anita Mong to go and do this, go and finish the Baganda. A Ministry of Health, Acheng is running all over saying measles, this, that, and the other. Oh, Ministry of Disaster. Go and Ministry of Roads or whatever, of construction, whatever. Go and break NEMA. Go and bring NEMA to come and break buildings. All those people are like the dictator in the Bible, the father of Jonathan, who thought in doing all those things, he would have secured his government. Jonathan was a son of a dictator whose father said, like Muhozi, go and kill the opposition leader. But Jonathan went and told the opposition leader that, my friend or my enemy, my father sent me to kill you, but I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I don't feel good about it. I want you to survive. Therefore, do this and this and this and be safe. To this day, in the Bible, it says that when the dictator was toppled, because it will happen, the new opposition leader, when he came to power, he said, where can I find a descendant of Jonathan? Where? Because Jonathan had been killed in the trouble coming into, you know, when the government has to go, sometimes everybody has to go. So with his father and all of that, Jonathan was killed. But the new leader, the opposition leader, came and said, can you find me any descendant of Jonathan? Any. I want to do good for him because he did good for me. When I was going to be killed, Jonathan saved me. Jonathan was the SFC. Jonathan was the policeman of today, of Museveni's government. Jonathan was you, the SFC. Jonathan was you, Muhozi. Jonathan was you, Speaker of Parliament. Jonathan was you, Member of Parliaments. Jonathan was you, you know, ministers and all those people. All the leadership, all Ugandan leadership who are working for Museveni, all of you are Jonathans. But the new leader came and said, I want to do something good for Jonathan's descendant because Jonathan protected me. And because of him, I live. That is the type of relationship that many of you working for Museveni don't invest in. You become too powerful, too strong. You think that you have made it. You think you're all of that. You begin to just cause further, more havoc for Ugandan natives. Why do you do that? I think I watch it la cho my Bible makilwoni Jonathan. Pangi kileba choliko Nathan. Nechalo be ena kilwoni Nathan. Nathan oberuno latiem pa keketi Museveni. Nathan oberuno chalo Muhozi. Museveni don wanyu ki Muhozi ma oberu Nathan ni chere chikeli wa chere chinong ichinek chawula ni chere chinek opposition ogo. Chere chinen ni nego la cho me opposition ni. Chi water jali makilwoni Nathan me Bible. O wachu John An paro mutimukini enini. Uchero wai baba. Pingo nego Johnny no. Pingo. Kenen kong jome nup tip igena mabuch. No. Jome nup cha weng. Mancha gula nyikiri moki Uganda. Mono weng teacher Museveni gi. Chigene Nathan what you John Pingo. Actually Nathan is the son is the father of the late, he's also late. The late Jacob Olanya's father was Nathan. So that's really special. Really special. So ikarema kekete Museveni do or wore ni uchero chinne gene jal mi opposition ni. What gene la tela ni marachi machal Museveni ni uchero bod la jal mi opposition wachi jal we babana wacha nerego ento ana noni balipe pa mier bere neki. Timma be e cherchi kane kuman wadon kuman ba pe wad kumacha monu kita no jo matika tij bob Museveni kunyoni kita miere wunu bed kere wun weng miere bed Nathan wunu minister wunu speaker wunu ngani wengu miere ubed wunu Nathan ubed chalu Nathan me Bible li po bed chalu Museveni chwin wu miere bed chwin pa Nathan bed chwin pa gene pa Museveni Nathan chero kano la choni wachi in babana wacha nerego atimi kumana nyue yo makuman Kita Museveni or kere jo MPs mogo angagi wuna yo kelu yaru meo ki jo lu what one wuna eki or wun wi upeti menani ugwa o meki wunyo la mienwo pingo wuna ye ki or wu kuperichani loke ebola pe Uganda pienda ni amsha wunu nero kira jo Arsenal guberu kere inero jo Arsenal ubera ta ma group madano choka mapola ta it penyo wi tam ni man pingo ki ngolu loke gene Uganda matters pingo ni ana ki ngolu Pien Georgia miete geti ki wiwa ebola ki kete tek ni ebola tie kun ebola pe kane ni ebola beru tie la wo ma jani ma Arsenal down beru kate mpatani no miere dong down wo bet pe Uganda pien no down to tu mo kenen chi nasa ni uchero chi gwago jalmi opposition ni o wati bet kuman ikare madonga mente pa won jalle en marati chalo Museveni gene mo hozigi ikare magamente loke ki gumarat nasan bena ki nego neno ki nego nasan ento la opposition leader money ni mau bino do dugu beru la dit lobo manyene en ki koma wachi ujone gamenta dong tie manyen andong la lodge an la terra ento chuinga money tie ni omiera tim gi mama bede da pidan makilwoni nasan keri kome pere uchero chi yenya gati mo ke ken mau donki gang pana changi en non ki chero ki no gene ki chero ki no latin mayang ki kano piani ngeni ka luendo ti me kumanwe en ma Museveni ge ane we awachi ni wa gweno pa Museveni po be ko Uganda wata Museveni mo ke ken no ngutongu gimoke ken mau dok lokom NRM kona nga gi bendo ngeni NRM do berpeba tek Museveni ali pap ngunjo NRM mbweng peko ke ken en wakati wachi nga mo be gwo ka gamento loke ma be loke ne pete gimo mari la benaka no so kino latin mo mayang no na chano pinwalo ma ben la ngolo ki mon don kono ki lwen ke nga gi ti disable ki kan waita got kamoni latin ena edon ki kelo mado beru odongi panasan gimo pa Johnny mo dong wari o kilu rem weng pere ki goy yang no dan lwen de daba ki to jocha ki ne jocha oli weng ki ke mo karne latin money ni ma la ngolo bena ni ena ki no waita got kamoni madon kitika kana achiel kumai Latina ma aki gen pa nasan. Ena ke kelo. Opposition leader manyene do wachi. Eni do bubiru chokera. Wichamu ka mecha chokera uketa kome kaka eni. Latina eno ni umeti don ke manyene. Ena yetika fonyu wuni. Wun ma wundo. Te meni wuna e don wunu ngeyuping. Wuna e do gwa tutwale. Anga mo be gwa wu. Unyo lutino wu. Unyo wari wu. Kadiri maja dong foot soldier aye don't tika dwaru with the Uganda Kenya ubi kana kwene pien wa ngato money ni mano ke kete ma buch me national unity platform mati buch kacha ngati mo wa police ma wachi wa aike lipi jui ngati eni down pe bu will diri maja ka Johnny wa ki ma buch obu wai wa kachi yen police money ma ya mina pi ma buchi Ko gene we can't call him a bad bene. Pedong ni tekom is everything. I'm saying even you, the policeman who is watching over National Unity Platform prisoners who have not committed a crime. Mwanga Chivumbi was in court yesterday with all manner of surety. You who is there with them, you who serves the food, when they tell you put poison, don't do it. Give them where to sleep. Give them a softer landing. Because when things change, and they will, you will be remembered. Somebody will say, I need the family of the policeman called Kasozi, who gave me water when they were almost killing me in torture chambers. You must do that. When Museveni sends you with poison to go and kill another minister, they send you with poison to go and put in somebody's shoes. They send you with poison to go and put in their food. Don't do it. Because, and it helps you to tell that person to say, my brother, They have sent me to do this to you so that you build an army of trust. It doesn't have to be you go pick up arms. No. You build a fortification that you have, a language that is unspoken, that you go and say, you know what, my brother, I've been asked to do this to you, but I couldn't. I'm not going to. Therefore, protect yourself this way and that way and the other way. Because when it comes time, you never know, they may send that person to you. And if not, you will be sowing a good seed for you. Have you ever felt like the world is squatting down on you? Have you ever felt like you cannot rise up again? And then you do something nice for somebody and you get some relief. Because there is something in kindness that gives you long life, that gives you, it makes your heart happy. I say that all the time to my clients. I must do something so I can sleep well. So my heart is happy, because kindness is related to a healthy heart. Somehow, when Museveni says go and do this and you are Ugandan, don't do it. Be gentle with the people that he has made hell for, because you never know. I'll down on my bed, down on my no Museveni don't know Niki team genu money pier. Down chalo mau kuberichani. O miero nene ugwago my bed. En mau bena miero nene ugwago down on my aki gang my bed. Pien beloke. Ubaloka da. Pien beloke. Uganda is going to change. It's not always going to be this way. I put a lot of emphasis on that because there is a lot of division amongst people who are powerful in Uganda temporarily because they think life has been made for them. It is not. Anita Among is not here. The statements she made, Anita Among said opposition nope should never exist in Uganda. She couldn't do it. It is God's making that National Unity Platform is in Uganda. It is God's making. And some of you National Unity Platform fighting each other now, your fighting amongst yourselves has attracted the dictator, Museveni, because now he's now using some people who feel frustrated by National Unity Platform because of certain decisions like swearing in or even being elected or this and that. But let me tell you this, National Unity Platform is a party that is led by His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Therefore, everything that the party stands for is what we follow. Because sometimes we have not seen it all. We don't know all the scenarios. I was one of the people who said, you know what? They shouldn't swear in. But then again, I thought afterwards and I said, if they don't, then National Unity Platform ceases to exist because they'll have no representation. If other oppositions swear in, then Museveni might as well just have the other oppositions and shut down National Unity Platform completely. I did not see that part of it, but now I do. So let us stop fighting each other, because in fighting each other, the Musevenis have been able to buy out some of the National Unity Platform disgruntled members. And here is what they want to do with them. This is a first security alert, okay? So these people who are saying they're disgruntled and this, that, and the other, Museveni has said, you are not happy? Come here. You're not happy. What did they do to you? Blah, 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 Kyagulanyi this, National Unity Platform this, candidates this, member of parliament this, blah, blah, blah. Museveni has now gotten a new feast. He has said, well, you are not happy. Let me give you a job to do and I'll pay you handsomely. Money has never been a problem with Museveni to pay off people who he feels are a threat to him. So some of you people, and we know you of National Unity Platform, some of you are vocal, some of you have been security of His Excellency, some of you have been interior, this, that, and the other. You have been bought by the Damulidas, Balam, Damulida, the Muhozis. And what they're planning to use you for, because you're just going to be used, you are going to set up some sort of disgruntled activity at National Unity Platform offices. It will be a day where Honorable Senyonyi is there, Dr. Lina Zadriga is there, and Louis Rubongoya will be there. Museveni's intention is to shut down National Unity Platform completely. He would like to create a sort of crime scene and have yellow tape wrapped around National Unity Platform and left there for nobody to ever get into, for the grass to grow, just like it did in Nakawa. You see how Nakawa, the flats that were, the estates that were banged around the fence and just left to exist like that? That is what Museveni wants to do with National Unity Platform. Now he has a way through these disgruntled members, Damuridas and so on. They have called these people. Some of you are very popular. Some of you have been on social media. Some of you, we have seen you around His Excellency and all of that. I can understand not being happy because we have not arrived where we should be. I get that. But let me tell you, it took 40 years for the Israelites to get where they were supposed to go. And several, in fact, in the process, some people started to worship a golden calf. So it is likely that you'll be unhappy and feel like it's not happening. I have never had something happen that I worked so hard for happen instantly. Never. Never. So before I get to Acholi, I want to finish this part. Museveni has called these people who are not happy. He has said, I've got money to give you. If you're not happy about this and that, I'm going to give you guys money. And so they've said, okay, we're good. So they've been promised money, but this is how it's supposed to go. During an event, or when these three people, the three leaders, are present, because Museveni wants to kill Louis Rubongoya, Joel Senyonyi, and Dr. Lina Zedriga. He wants the leadership of NUP killed so that he can finally close up NUP, because the president is not there at the moment. The acting president is Dr. Lina Zedriga. So he wants these people to come in while these leaders are there, cause some sort of demonstration, dissatisfaction, you know, throw some chairs and this, that, and the other. Amongst these few people will be M23 people dressed as National Unity Platform with pistols on them. So while these disgruntled National Unity Platform members are going to be saying this, that, and the other, these M23 people will rush in and go kill these designated leaders. Shoot all of them. Eventually, they're going to kill even these National Unity Platform people who will be on site, on the scene, trying to cause ruckus. M23, so these National Unity Platform people are not privy to the meeting that happened after them with the M23 people about what M23 people should do to them. So 3 phases. One meeting is about National Unity Platform, about going to the site. The second meeting happened so that M23 come and kill these National Unity Platform leaders and also the disgruntled National Unity Platform members going to demonstrate. So you can see what a syndicate of events this is. So you people of National Unity Platform who think that you are going to come and demonstrate because you are unhappy, you are going to die. Museveni is going to get rid of you. That's a strategy. Museveni does not want any of you. In fact, he doesn't care if you live or not. For any Ugandan, Museveni doesn't care if you exist or not. Museveni wants to use either NIRA or NEMA or the other building agency. Hold on one second. He wants to use NEMA or I think it's a building authority in Uganda to find a way to shut down National Unity Platform, especially the main offices. He's going to say that those buildings are built on wetlands. Like they're plowing several houses of people on wetlands, and yet there's a video of somebody who took pictures of lots of high-rises being built on a wetland that are all Rwandese owners. All those homes are being built, no problems there. But the problem comes with the Ugandans who are existing on wetlands. Museveni is going to take out URA, yes. Thank you, Omuyudaya or Bobby. Thank you so much. He's going to use NEMA and URA to get rid of, to plow down National Unity Platform. You think it's 4 rises, 4 stairs or stories. All that is going to come down to the ground. But in disguise, they are going to start with demolishing an NRM office so that it looks legitimate. Because they can build. In fact, they will move everything of theirs and take it to another office location, and then try to use the same idea, because Ugandan will say, well, they broke the building of NRM too. That means it's legitimate. It's a government policy. It's the right thing to do. Blah blah blah. And then they'll plow down all the National Unity Platform offices, and then it will be the end of Nuke. That's according to them. When I say these things, they will change, they will update, they will adjust, they will wiggle out or wait until later to execute. But their intention is to make sure Nuke does not exist in Uganda, by all means. So in killing Dr. Lina Zadriga, Honorable Joel Senyonyi, Honorable Louis Rubongoya, they want to clear and kill the name National Unity Platform. Kilaba choli, atika wachi, Jopa Museveni gitika nenu yo menenu ni, dano man kilwoni, patama kilwoni National Unity Platform, pedong tie Uganda walong. Gubi tiuki organization makilwoni NEMA, onyo company makilwoni URA, Uganda Revenues Authority. Meneno ni gikelu lok ni kono ni office pa National Unity Platform tie I kulu I wetland. Manyuti office ni kita kiberka gono kere uri pa dano kun ki wachi ti tenguri ni gene wetland ni. O miere ata National Unity Platform office mani maunu ne ti gene story angwen kulu ni. Mogu bati amte ne mati Kampala Kenya. Gimete go offices eguni oweng ento nati wachi tie down mogo kuberichani mati National Unity Platform magi bericha longi ologo ni pien alogo petika time ene ananyang down mogo tie ma chwingi chok down mogo tie ma chwingi tek down mogo tie mati monolo ni patient down mogo tie ma beno jemi raga Beru National Unity Platform unyo yenya la Uganda peramo beru yot peramo beru girmeni anachel pien jalle enini maya madong tie gamento kuperichawane oberu do ye mwaga ye piera ngwen kiwie jami mamu 7 timo meneno ni ene chia gurine Uganda duan ta ma loga moy ken Uganda peramo beru dakia kachelo nyanya ndep nyario No. Omiere manok down miero betati mujami. Meneno ni wabi o kama waticheri. Gamento boloke bena wango loke. Peti gena ru bagire mari madon peloke. Kiwai bod di wo bena kada en twin di wo de dani. Ma ping chola de dani. Ikwoni ka gimone do die de da. Inge ni dong ping dom chakru. Jamu boloke. Ti down ma chwin gitika chwe o gitika data tani jome National Unity Platform bena gucher rongu gena go swearing in no manyuti party don konye pe an bena na tam ni John mier pe gucher go swearing in ento iyonge atam kuna wachi ineno ba kone ni John po cher swearing in we no 7 don wachi okay wundo deg bien we party me National Unity Platform dong pe Uganda Bien, la talamoge can pay parliament. Manyuti, opposition ma mege chama eno designing en kanani. Kon PPF kona nga gini. Gina ye don buberungo opposition in parliament. Manyuti ni. Gin me la ma National Unity Platform bera lwen pierni. Weng do butola wanche. No Museveni don't know yo o me mede don la benaga pien. Joma bar we channel National Unity Platform in don't pay parliament. Chiene one wata marach. Ana kwa ukija bana ye. Manyuti joma don't tika eleni. Ni kono ni John Gucher uti mungo kono party don't petika dira nyim kono ngongoni. Wigi will ni jami weng ma Museveni tika timune kuperi chawa ni. Timu PN National Unity Platform ukero kama dia deda. And na Bobby wine to walk on Museveni penano. Bobby Wine ko waju gimo ki lara ki watching. Jummy Wang mo an ku berishani akati eni. Kane ni pe Bobby Wine kono be abera ni ana ko chalo down wang manaka. Kono be palogo. Kono pe wange ni Museveni uberu Rwandese. Kono pe wange ni Museveni nyeti bahaburwa. Kono pe wange ni General Tala wo maja. Kono pe wange ni Plan Pajoni. Kono pe wange ni Salim Salo uberu Somali. Down Somali. Ineano. Eno wego Somali ku berishani duong kere guru kenyuni. Wari o kilo remge. Museveni unywa logoy kin dano weng. Kori dano mo ken. Tie kilo tiyan pa Museveni. Tie. Mono guri ma Museveni uchike Uganda. Mapo beberu yot. Ento. Tika teme. Wa odon kama boba. Kone no alaga pe Uganda. Uno kono put tie kita yang choni. Kono put chuliti camp. Kono camp dong ti Buganda, camp dong ti Ankole, camp dong ti Teso, pien Museveni loy waki lok me camp. So, enjo matika wache gien dong chwingi chwe tutwal gi dek kono nubu uchero kute muswere ngien ki ngongo. Museveni wai, utika koko, bino. Utika koko wache ngo, ni Bobby Wine uti muri ning, ni umiru chene, ni uwane, bino. Dano makiluoni Damulira, dano makiluoni Balam, dano makiluoni Muhozi, dano makiluoni Kaihura, guluo jone yako, group mama titiri kenyu ba, guluo ge yako. Guwachi bino. Uneno, jone kapege miru wo, wana miete ubinu kony wa utim gimoni. Wa miete wa uchero chitim demonstration, I office for National Unity Platform. Kao kuno, utim demonstration adeda, you know, unyut ni upayom. One of me uchane kado tiago. Ento meeting ene tektum, Museveni luo meeting kunuo M23, Kaiwura ngagi, may you pu plan, ikom jo eni madongu orgi gu bichero ne. Meeting ene ne wachi uneno jo anyway. Tek gu ogu chakote matata, uchero chichil Dr. Lina Zedriga, makubedi do chungcharo president pa National Unity Platform, uchero chichil Louis Rwongoya, uchero chichil Joel Senyonyi. Uchichil ge making sure ni gutaka. Ka uchelo jo adek yanni, ubino chel jo ni magiti ate matata ni ko igi 2020. Uchel ge oli weng li pop gen weng. Uneno loka Museveni manaka yang ti kumeno. So, jo wun mautam ni chwin chika chwe kondong ni wang tutwale. Museveni or wun ni uchero chik lueng ukela da ki chwin but in National Unity Platform ko. Waki bin ki chel wun be nental pongeyo ni Kibinero Lina de Zedriga, Kibinero Honorable Senyoni, Kibinero Dr. Louis Rwongoya. Ene wun pongayo. Pien meeting mo beru angechi, inge wuni uberu meeting ma wachi ni, kajo chano ya rutemata tau, chichil jo adek chano ni apkeo. So, wun jo muti anyimi pongayo genatika bine wu. Wun po kwa. Pien Museveni bepe paru, bepe miruo. Bere miete population me Uganda dok ping, wunu duong tutwal. So, wunu pichero miuka dore. Museveni give or M23, ikin wube na gube rugo uniform, ked wu gube roma ko chingu, wube bienu ka chel. Ka wunu te matata, gen chelu jo chani, ka bene gi chelu wu, ka dongi dok. No National Unity Platform do tum. Kibikero tep ma yelo kun wachi crime scene ni. Kibi lor National Unity Platform ogo. Wang mabieu tui ikamake luoni National Unity Platform Kenyu ikavule. Wang abieu tui walumu binyem kita nakawa gute mukede ni ki goyo batero around nakawa ko ki wachi wunu ko ki bigar oriko. Manen ki charo ko bojo Rwandese diru maje binan ori mo bokat Kenyu pe gene pe obinane. En kita gimete kede National Unity Platform tu moko kede enu. Gimero lutela National Unity Platform gutara kinek yoro M23 dong titayari. So ka wunu tim matata en Doc Bot Jonathan Nasan ogwaro jone ka wun po gwaro jowu ubitu mogoli weng pien Museveni or in ki yonge in or ngatu kene meneko in Iyongi ngat eni or ngatu kane meneko ngat enini. Chain enini wang down to mogo. Mineno. Anita mong no do tam ni endo ilone kene. Man Anita mong pero peti ngarumo maromin wa pia mara. Dan we koni tima kuman. Ineno. So au gwo wonu jo wu gwok la meru daw moni la wo mana tika ko kila tiene ki goyo gange ki kero ko kacha o we don wa cher gudi mutako go wa dan ma tika karo ki boda dan ma karo ki moroka peti ngaru mo kan mo chung ni kai bin ko pen kong mama ni ngo baraj mama ko bin ko chung kan bina tere ganga nyo bina ko ni kuman eni pe chung dano ku beri chawani kono chanya ngata par pela war pepe kodo wada kom lu chan ngata para be don pepe and down when we get a bare pero duanta. I'm talking about the lady the other day who was on the street because they demolished her house with her son. She said, my son, let's go to the street so a vehicle can hit us so we can get crushed and not live again. Life is miserable. Our home has been taken where we have known and lived for a long time. Everybody was passing by this woman and child. Boda's passing, vehicles passing, Ugandans on foot, just passing by. When do we find our mold? I know that it was the intention of the Musevenis to separate us. I know that. Why don't we find the glue that brings us together, back together? Why not? We are stronger together. We are better together. We can beat this Museveni thing together. That is the reason Museveni has children in every type of woman in Uganda. Every tribe. The Nantabas, the Amelia Chambades, the Somalis in Kampala, Museveni has children in them. In those people. That is why the Somalis are in Chisenyi and you cannot touch them. That is why a Somali woman owns the Atiak Sugar Factory. That is Salim Saleh's own sister because Salim Saleh is a Somalian. That is why in northern Uganda, Somalians are moving in just like the Balalo. Because these guys have sown their seeds everywhere. And that is why it takes a lot to get Uganda free. So you people who are unhappy now, we just started the journey. We have gotten very far because every law now is made because Chagulanyi exists, because National Unity Platform exists. Everything you Museveni does is to bar National Unity Platform or Chagulanyi Sentamu. I told you during Museveni watched the exit of Obode, watched the exit of Idi Amin. He knows how those guys left. He watched the exit of Gaddafi, even though he was the one who set up Gaddafi to be killed. Museveni saw that firsthand. That is why Museveni has all the scenarios in his head. And every opportunity he sees something, he thinks he can block it. All day Museveni is like this. Like he's in the toilet where there's flies everywhere. All day long, Museveni is swatting something that looks familiar, like Obode or like Idi Amin or Gaddafi. He has lived through that. Ati waji Museveni kuberichani beri waiti choron malwangi ti ye. Pien eno nano kita Idi Amin ucharo kede, kita Obode ucharo kede, kita Gaddafi ucharo kede. Madong en ticha kuberichani gengu yo gimoy keno nen mi wai genchani. Kapoyo we kita Amin ucharo kede wai. Beri waiti gari mulwangi chawa wenki kome. Ticha Museveni dongeno. Museveni penge yu kai bichamo utien de utien. Penge yu kai bicho deko. Penge yu ka penga Bruno. Penge yu kai be kwa. Penge yu kai bi toy gata chalo Gaddafi. Penge yu kai bi yero dege chalo Idi Amin. Penge yu kai bi rion ki boda chalo Bore. Penge yu kita ngo bote mekere. Weng tiki plane ye. Tiki plane ye. Weng. Chia de dainene. Yo tie Uganda obiloke. That is a very long preamble. I'm so sorry. Uganda must change. I'm saying change is inevitable. Change must happen. And change is going to happen through His Excellency Chagulanyi Sentamu. There is a reason why he's like the Moses of our time. He grew up in the ghetto. Museveni did not know. He did not know that he was grooming him. He learned by the book of Museveni. And he now knows how to beat Museveni at his own game. And we're proud. And we're all learning. I'm here not because I have some special reason that I know of to be here. No. All of a sudden, my heart felt heavy. All of a sudden, I said, I have to do this. Every day that I'm not here, my heart aches. That I'm missing on my mission. And when I'm here, I'm at peace. Because I'm doing what God put in my heart. It is as simple as that. It is not because I make anything. In fact, I have not eaten anything since morning, since my cup of coffee and breakfast. But I'm happy. I can tell you, my heart is full right here. So there is a special power upon us. All of us who are doing something, please don't lose focus. Do not lose your identity. Don't. Because this is why you are here. At this moment, I'm supposed to be right here doing this. Atika wachini, an matika ni patieki assignment ma anangeyo pira kana ma wera na tika ko beri chawani. Pere paba ramu titi wo kita gine no biro kere chunya. An manara yang no be pati mu live videos. Entro gimano birna chunya kun wachi lore lok pe jogangu. Lok bana lok leba choli. Lore. Kir an mal doni aberu dan mal wor dan da. Paro mne an wang dan ka ti chokeri. Ka mor ngari mo be paro mne an wai. Ento gin ma ana yeyo enini. Pepa nge kito pota kere. Ka tie I live kuman ma tika tie to loke enini. No chuinyo pie ma petie gimo ke ken ma baru wia nyo yeru wia. Petie. Ati kan kuna ngeni miera bet kan. Ma chuinyo kwe ma iyo pie. Kate bepenera. Yang bena kwara ma be. A yela mo ke ken pere. Eno wera tika wachi wuni. Ginaru bao yobo. Pero mo kwanyu ne. Uganda wang mo loke. Eno wera Bobby Wine udoi ghetto I Uganda I Kampala. O kwano bukpa Museveni mau choyo ko wen. Kopedichani Bobby Wine dong. Kita Museveni loy kere Lord gen yo wen. En Museveni nyon kuman Bobby Wine nyon kuman. Ino bere no oloy Museveni mail mapola ta. Bobby Wine kanene no tati no mero ta ruwa kacha. Bobby Wine futie. Bobby Wine dano wen gwa Bobby Wine Uganda duwe ya di. Ma Museveni yenyo manera. Duwe rio. Bobby Wine tuwe ugomsi. Bobby Wine ye matoke. Bobby Wine ukwang. Bobby Wine uringo kitiane. Bobby Wine unyalo lela. Bobby Wine yero boda. Bobby Wine yero taxi. Bobby Wine kun roadblock take a weng. Boda weng. SFC madongi wache gigwa tutwale. Wache el mapo na Bobby Wine. Ki wine kit. Bobby Wine umete karo ki Uganda. Bedi way Moses mayanki boli pini. O mola way ching fero. Kun fero way kinekla tiana wobo weng. Bobby Wine o mola way ching fero kacha. Ento Bobby Wine tie. Eno wera wechi wuni ginaru bao yobo. Kadini ngo wang mo beru. And Bobby Wine tie anyway. Obiberu obiloy Uganda. He's going to. Okay? Alright. Let us go into the security alerts. Abichero don kuperichani I plan gi madam marayo. Plan madid loy ena igitika wachi. Uganda omed miero bed lobo pa Rwandese unyojo ai wako keken. Eno were neno ki yero minister mamu yindi. Ena yo beru latel ngo. Lok me will weng me Uganda. Minister of Trade is an Indian because they want to make Uganda for foreigners or Rwandese only. Only. Not Rwandese and Ugandans, no. And that's the big problem. They want to make Uganda for Rwandese and foreigners only, not for Uganda. Several SFCs have been sent all over Uganda. Down Makilwoni SFC monyenini. Dongu pogogero lobo Uganda roka weng moro ngemenigit beru RDC yoko. Ka weng lobo weng where gutiet missions pa Johnny machilu meneko yujo Uganda ni yoko weng. The SFCs have been sent all over Uganda for reasons being that they want them to execute all these dirty deals I'm going to be reading to you. All these evil plans are supposed to be executed by RDCs. It is no wonder in Pade over there where I come from, there will be an RDC who does not speak the language of the region, who is not an Acholi, who is a Rwandese. How does this person execute on the needs of an Acholi person in Pade district? How? It is intended by these people to make sure that those people do not get any care or attention that they need to survive. In fact, the SFC RDC who is there is to figure out how to get rid of them or to kill them. That is a sad truth, and it's a truth. RDC makikerogi ka weng gen weng guberu FDC enwero ipade ka chakamana ayeni ibinoni RDC makunu peloko leba choli mono design ge mierogi ke dano ma gen romo gene dano ma romo timo plan gi machilo enini meneko dano ne pe plan me don lobo ku pegi metu gunu dong pian kaneni no Johnny par pi jo me Uganda no RDC me pade beru latien pade bena ki pade kunu kali no latien mo o do Kampala nyongo chalo ani ano latien gang kunu angyo gang mi anga gang wona nga angyo ngoma mete eno man enini ki kelu down ma kado ero da tu tongu wono ka weng la wanche pien be peparo ka wero da gen ma wel ke RDC makumani wel nge anga ma won ngom ma dit loyo ka kenyu anga ma latien kayo mabigamu gene tela megan kunu we kinene ki nego muzea boy dilum kacha in latien monene ki bi temu wiya tata ki mini gwak loj mo kenyu makonye pe iyo ari ade kenyu iponi kwoni pe ibi no ni lutien pangari enini weng ne ko gyo weng unyo ka pe ki bi no achel ma obera tata ki bi mino lwak chena ka wachi cherchi nek joga nguo weng ene we ne ken mu ken lutien mo ka do bin do mer do we yeni no guno ki kwele gi lok kuno ki kwelo lok enni en bena ki bi kwanyu kwone oba eno pien en ku beri chana kitika mino chana moni manok ubichero kan ne ku mekine kilumekine ko weri John enini o mine chana mon endo mapia beno guru chana enuni no jo group be adek or gi ko me bino katiko en jale enini twelve be latien me community mukane unyone be panga iponi area monni wegi gai ma kenyu wen ko ge pe lutien no ki charo ngoma wela no unyo lutien eni dana ko wen gang kenyu pe pien ki be wachi lutien nyere be me petele tele nyo pe gene pe kwanyu gene iponi Johnny weng no kwa gutumo eno weko kikelo RDC malarok maruan Disney me bieno kachwalo information anga mo time kuman ukelo beruti Kampala kenyu obieno kaneno jogangi ukelo gitiki square mile piero de inoni ukelo kacha uche por bathroom tawa unoni ukelo kacha no cardiac arrest. I'm saying that the RDCs that are sent to these local regions are sent as spies. The reason why they don't speak the language is because they don't have a heart. They shouldn't have a heart for the people. If the right thing was to be done, an RDC would have been a son of that area, who even if they migrated, they live in Kampala or so, whatever. If they're interested in coming back to manage affairs of their home, an RDC should be a child of that soil, so that they know who the father or grandfather or the lineage of the owner of the guy who, the square miles by the lake is owned by so and so and so. If there be any wrangles, it is easy to solve. But in this instant, this Munyarwanda, who is the RDC of the region, who is also an SFC, in the night will go and kill Muze in the bushes, or will find a way to use the heir of the land or the family to manipulate him to sell off all the land, or to manipulate him to go and kill all of his family, and not knowing that behind him is another mission to kill him too. Or a neighborhood child will be paid a few bucks to come and kill this child. You know, when I talk about the mold that holds us together, it is things like that. Museveni has figured out how to shake us, separate us, divide us, and make us unknown and foreign to each other. So this RDC, who is an SFC, is going to be depopulating the area, killing Ugandans locally, using their poison as the batches come. If there be any disputes, let's say area A and B, he doesn't mind killing all of them. Nothing benefits Ugandans in this government. Nothing. And for 40 years, we didn't know. We're just waking up. So that's SFC. There's a mission by Muhoozi, designed by Muhoozi, called Mutoke. It has been passed to depopulate indigenous Ugandans, especially in Buganda, Basoga, Bugisu, Walugubala, and Acholi. I'm going to repeat this. There's a mission by Muhoozi, Salim Saleh, his father, Museveni, to depopulate indigenous Ugandans. This is why you have SFC in all areas as RDCs. They want to depopulate Baganda, Basoga, Bagisu, Walugubala, Balugbara. I know what this is. Lugbara people, and Acholi. Sorry, sometimes when I get the messages, they're encrypted differently. Mission money tiema Muhoozi gene buone Museveni Muhoozi Museveni Salim Saleh magi luoni mission Mutoke ni gido gukero segine gukero chingio kungi waju ni omier gine ni gidwao depopulation terni ne kujo mogu namba go dok knock depopulation kibi teach mission makiluoni Mutoke madongi kero chingio yeni meneno ni dano me ya Choli, Buganda, Lugwara, Bosoga, Bagisu. Na mago doping kiluoni depopulation. Acholi people, I can interpret, but if somebody can pass this on in different languages, it'll be great. I think in Buganda, we've already gotten that. Lugbara, I couldn't speak. Busoga, I don't know. One day I will. One day. We're all one, okay? We should love each other. We should. But because of these people, they try to separate the glue that keeps us together. They try, okay? So Mission Mutoke has been signed by Museveni, Muhoozi, Salim Saleh, and their group to depopulate indigenous Ugandans in the areas of Acholi, Buganda, Busoga, Bugisu, and Balugwara. Dano mugi wachi mier ki nene na magi dugu peng mier ki nek polgi oko obera Choli, Lugwara, Bugisu, Busoga ki Buganda. I Buganda dongiti kunu maraja yene, maraja dedani, marach. Au guake, ai guak umero, ai guak na mero, pa waju remu. Dano ma initie chokere ma odonke ki ma ganguti kache ene dong la mero en do mero kono ine la tela kono in pe la tela in pe wego at pa la wori ki ber ka wona ye dano ka jone o ma kono SFC kono RDC ko ngage tiate matata ai chung pegi won bano yen yo me neno ni RDC ni ene ben pe beru mot kenyu ya. Find a way for that RDC not to exist peacefully. That is how it begins. In Vietnam, during the Vietnam War, I know a few friends who are veterans. A few friends. In fact, in my business, I know quite a few veterans. And they will tell you that the Viet Congs were the Vietnamese people who existed at the time of the Vietnam War. Those people were so tactful with very simple means of things they had at home. At home. They sharpened bamboo sticks, put poison at the tip to be able to shoot bow and arrow, and when that poison got to whoever or whatever, they would not live. They dug deep holes where when these militia would come and run over, the ones who are trying to kill them come and run over. When they fall in the hole, they cannot get out. I'm talking borehole type hole. When you dig to look for water, you know how far you must go? Several feet. They did dig those. They found ways to look like their environment so that when the enemy came, they wouldn't know the difference between a tree or a bush and a human being, in that they'll just go on. They found ways to even shoot helicopters using simple things that they have that they make at home. At home. They did not have to be sophisticated. The Vietnamese didn't have much. But I tell you, the people who are veterans of that war will tell you how insightful those people were. And I know it's modern times, so this is different. But I'm telling you, my person there, far over there, if they are going to hurt you or attack you, figure out how you can find peace for your community. Ati wachi, down makilwoni Vietnamese. Ikara malwanyu do kuwa de daigangi. Vietnamese uberu down makiwachi, and down makiwachi no wangi pia yapeni. Pia nge don lobo pia o mabene. Jo chao luenyi kom down ma miro no kwanyu gangi ki yo mo ke ken magiti kere. I gangi kenyu. Guti uki kalara. Guti uki bamboo and inel bamboo yeri mogo magiti ukere tatani. Ki payo yatcha kuno ki payo ma birada. Iwiye kanyo ke keriye gimani maka ki kau donyi kom ngaruma we. Ngate widlo. Will takiaka. Ma pia ngare no bayri charge me chelu ngata chani. No do will ko ke yat money ma ki payo ki tuju kere ni ki chelu kere. Vietnamese u tuju ping and down tuju ngom ma ki chera yenyo pini ki tuju mile. Mbajo ma obiru ka lielu gi gangeni. Ka ki poriewe pegi dugu. Ena tika wachi wuni awachi kara do loka go. Jami perom ange eni perom ento Poro bera kuman. We run this do bin tim gi moy kana yi go mero. Ikomu. So ma do bin gu beto igamu. No. RDC man ma ke kele ka money. Pingo we ko mar pi ber mod gangu kenyo. Pien ka pewe. Ubi poni wun tu mo ki gang kenyo. An gera dan ma pa twa lwen. Mama na be romo an man na yang pi a lwenyo. Ikwana ber pange lwen. Pange lwen. Bene palwanyu? No. Ento ka ngaro money do bino ni me kwanyu. Kwana. Teko money ba ki kamoni. Eni kitika kwanyu kwa pa jo Uganda. Kitika wachi namba pa choli manaka yang ba chaki ne ka choli kam. Wane ka choli kwene wati ma choli nini a choli petum. A choli petum ke nem kong. Wek dong ma chwal RDC ko no wa be mene ge yat. Guyan you metia kachuli. In kainan kong. Hachuli yang one lorraine madondo. No marach. Johnny take a plan menanoni. Kitiro wao. Anyway. I'm saying use what you have where you are. I'm using what I have here with my mouth. But it matters. It's going where it needs to go. You can't just sit there and fold arms and say, you know what? Museveni said, therefore, why? What do you mean? Why doesn't RDC come and have peace in your neighborhood? Why? Because until you do something, all of you are going to vanish. All of you. I'm a very peaceful person. Many of my friends who grew up with me have no record of me ever fighting with anyone. Never. It's not in my ways of doing things. No. Physically? No. I may say something, but I'm not a physical person. And I'm not saying go and get physical with these people because they'll finish you. There has to be ways that they have to be uncomfortable. There has to. I'm not going to tell you how. I don't know how. I am conveying a message. I am just a vessel. Like I said, I don't know what hit me from where. Chagulanyi Sentamu does not know what hit him from where. But he's here. We are here. We are not going to lose Uganda. No. But do something. When they have a promise like this, you are going to sit there and wait for it to unfold? No. The next thing here, they are going to use Ebola as a tool to control the public. 1 million people, 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 the public will stay internal and will not cause any uprising during Ebola, especially during the demolitions, because this is an order from the CDF, which, by the way, the CDF calls the people whose homes are being demolished fools. This is directly transcribed from him, that he's going to use Ebola to control the public. Because now they are going to make sure, we were talking about Ebola today, in fact, Diana Twine told Muhoz, he said, why are you using me like this? Today you tell me to go say Ebola. Tomorrow you tell me to go and wash it. The next day you do the same thing. I have said Ebola today, no Ebola, Ebola, no Ebola. Why are you doing this? So Muhozi, this was in a meeting, Muhozi, Museveni, Interreligious Council, Diana Twine, and somebody else, I'll remember, Salim Saleh. So in their plan, they're saying, Diana Twine, because the religious leaders are saying, you told us to go and preach Ebola. You even made us cancel the event, the Matters Day, because of Ebola. And then you allowed footballers to go and celebrate Arsenal. We are looking like fools, which they are fools for going to actually do this in the first place. Why are you making us look like fools? So Museveni has finally said it happens, and we're going to throw in some real indicators. We're going to give people the virus. Some people will be given the virus. Some of them will be poisoned with a poison that causes a similar effect. So that people say, oh my goodness, you have blood coming from your nose, you must have Ebola. So that people are afraid of each other, so that they sort themselves out and not cause an uprising or unity amongst themselves. This is very, very serious. Very serious. So, Ebola, kuberichawa ni gitika wachi, eniman akibon muhozi, CDF kikome. O wachi biti yuki Ebola, menenu ni, guoro down, kunikero down, genaki luoni lockdown. PN, guberi meeting, kun giberi Diana Twine, Minister of Health, Salim Saleh Muhozi, Museveni. Guberi meeting, kun giwachi, Ebola, put gimako mabobong. Ebola edo pot again o mier giti kere mabe. Chi Diana Twine wachi, wun ping o berka orani a cher wachi Ebola, adugi, awad dok ni Ebola pe, dok aduga wachi Ebola ti. Utika waka ana nem chalo gimagina konya pe, ineno. Jome Interreligious Council beneguberi meeting ini en jolo pare gi kono pastor tata gini. Oh, Pastor Kayanja. Muhozi and them have decided that Pastor Kayanja, Sheikh Mubaje, Reverend Kazimba Mugalu, and all pastors of the Valokole and the Catholic must get eliminated. Pastor Kayanja, Sheikh Mubaje, Reverend Kazimba Mugalu, and all the other pastors must get eliminated. Pastors of the Balokole and the Catholics must get eliminated, meaning lose their lives. This is where I ask or call upon Jonathans. Be a Jonathan when it's necessary. When it is necessary, be a Jonathan. Anyway, I don't know how necessary this is, because these pastors or these Interreligious Council people have caused a lot of loss of life. So use this as necessary. Atia wachi, Ebola dongu wachi, Ebola ni do poti wado matuku. Pingo po watika tiki Ebola, mene amni watuwe wedano ho, kita yangu watuwe ukere wia choli kame. Man kuberichani, Diana Twine karma kiti meeting eni, Muhozi tiye, pian Muhozi luo Ugandans ni lumeng, lubaba. O wai lubaba ni pingo food giti ata at large, pingo po tika dino gima be. Chijo me lutela on lega guwachi, ujane, wanga ni ansa wachi Ebola tie. Iyonge dare, wachi Ebola pe. Uwewa nenta luge na kwenye pe. Man, la uwa mada wangoro loke Uganda matazi, wawae ene buberu pe. Man kuberi chawa ni, jomi Arsenal guti mupata gila buangila. Wanenta lumengdo. Diana Twine benekati kunwachi, wula ni amcha wora ni ache wachi Ebola tie. Dawora da kachi wachi Ebola pe. Aya, dongu wachi, aya, dongwa ye dongni wabalo. Loke bola ni po watika mako ne mabe. Watim dong nining. Dongi wachi. Wabi kero doi bola dani kom dano. Unyo wabi wego dano matuo mo kene dong wabi dio ni wangu beri bola. Ineno. Pian wunu neno wun gang kunu beru. Ngara ma beri wa tuo bola. Wunu ngi kira bola beru kene. Sign me bola ke come pere Uganda. Kitika teach kere meneno ni dano mi opposition pegu ile malo kutorgamente. E bola ni kitia teach kere tia. Joma kitika tor origi Kampala maila dini. Ki miente gien kaka korni elele ikin Kampala. Gu gore gu chachen. Pien ke wachi mierdo mak lok isop. Sorry, kangar mo gona chim gina laka. So kitika mier tiki bola wek ginene gi gor we down Uganda chalo ketu gi camp and lockdown enini. Man do be binu manyen. Kun kibi pero down ke tuo mo ke kendong ma beru chal ki bola. Chalo dysentery chal ke bola deta. Diarrhea ki ngongo gi wengron. Down do bo to choke down don kwek jo ke do ria. Ini beru street kid. Tuki poni ngar mon to choke rikenyu. Kono ti chuk ngar mon por litai. No ki mino yat ki kamoni. Bino no tu por litai down way ulu bola do o. Karaman muriu gina pe bola. Give me to go we down or get go down. We have no mino yari igi yacht. Pian mission chalo metia kwa chulini. No dong yacht. Pian no ge go ge chalo le matia cool. Dong tia ko ge dong no yara deta. Inano. Eno we e bola ni ge watch football bang. Umed ba unek dana da. Tuoi bola ene kibe kwani kere kwa pa ludira madua ta. Ludira mogo magien pe miete. Pian mohozi noni en peke ware. En wati ludira mayang gene won gini. John ene nyare loni kaboy. So, en nong en pira kane bin nego John enu ni. Ibi kwanyu ge oka ki circulation. John mogo mayang beru MPs ko minister kwa nga. Madong ki kwanyu ki position gini. Tika bin ni wuba. Pian kwanyu wuni peromo. Wun mogo furuti ya complain ni ke kwanyu ki position. Au kuro. Me uti bieno. Now. Ori padano ki bimede ke torne. They are going to continue demolishing houses under the excuse that it is NEMA that is doing it. There will be no negotiations. There will be no contradictions, except the interests of the Salims of the Rwandese. After those houses have been demolished, that land is going to be given to Rwandese people to build and develop. Ori makitika torneni, maki wai NEMA iti torneni. Kiwachini. Teka ke toro at pangari mo petie ni negotiation mo ke ken ko ni mero chene ko no mero ngoni. Kimiti teke kwanyo otiki kamoni ilengo liti ichet kamoni pien ke mede ke ko kibinire ko. Dok uri igu ni weng makitika gena ni. Uri makitika kwanyo ne kika kenyu areas mogoni. Ngome ni wengi be miyo bot Rwandese wek gugeje migi kunu. Pien, kuberichani kitika wachi Uganda, miyo bet pa jo pa Rwanda keken. Nyoki jo mukena ma ailo mukena. Pien kita wachi kere ni Museveni tiki lutian wabot Somali. Enu weko Somali beru kenyu labonya yela. You know? Salim salo beru Somali. So all demolitions are going to continue mercilessly and no civilian negotiations are allowed or permitted. All of you who are demolished must pack away and go. If you continue saying this or that, you will be eliminated. Make sure there's no cameras at the sites where there's demolitions. Muhozi, others, no cameras. All these people demolishing are SFCs. There should be no camera. Anybody caught with a camera catching the events happening, you will be taken away and dealt with. Dano matie ki kamera, any kamano kitika kwanyo uri kitika gana kwanyo uri pa dani. Teki ki noi ki kamera mier ki mergo ki kwan konyo be ki tuki cheli ko. So peke meeting armo I kano mak gene me demolition and me balo uri pa dano ni I kamera. Several youths are supposed to be arrested. Further abductions, more youth are going to be arrested and you're not going to see them again. They are going to be sent and ferried to South Sudan to go and fight a war of the Banyarwanda. because the Banyarwanda want to break away a part of South Sudan and make it a dynasty, part of the dynasty of the Banyarwanda. Atika wachi, any point mukene kitika wachi ki bi mete ki mako lubulu. Kitika mako ki mapola leda Kampala kono. Ento ki mete ki mak bulu ma ki bi mako ki kunyoni pedo binano ki ba. Ki bi mako ki kum ki bi teru gene. We will get this. Yes. Pam, I think that's exactly right. Pam says we will get spy cameras. Like I said, there is always a way. Always. Even in their plans, we have a way. Okay? So they're saying that Gitika wachi dano bulu makibi mako ge kunyoni. Inka de bulu money ma ki mari kibiteri ka lweng is South Sudan kamoni kacha. Pien kunu gitika yupo gangi mu kene pien Congo kacha do ngayo gero pien America udon ye man liro dada. Man gi mete gi chet gi to part of Sudan, South Sudan or where gi you dynasty per Rwanda. Ma I mwara alivario ke piero bero, ki alivario ke piero boro, miera no do tumoro. So their plan is to create a Rwandese dynasty in South Sudan by 2027 and 2028. That has been ordered from the CDF. Muhozi kikoma yo wachi ki mak bulu me Uganda kitegi kalweng i South Sudan kacha. Me yu pukama gen luoni dynasty gi pian muaro Congo do ngayo gero. Okay? There's a heavy debate about bringing Janet Museveni to be honored in parliament. I'm talking about honored as the late in parliament of Uganda. However, they are fighting the fact that Ugandans will over-celebrate her demise. They still don't know what to do with this woman. Remember when I said July or June, they would maybe do a funeral service or something like that? They don't know what to do with Janet. Kitika wachi, gitika tamani, Museveni tamani kon mirekel liela Janet I parliament me Uganda, where oberi parliament, kita MPs wen kikelugi, MPs madong ti late, kikelugi parliament, where ki war no, war shala diet me Uganda kingongo again. Ento gitika luoro ni, jo Ugandans, chwingi boberi yom tutwal, pien kwa pa daroni, pere. Chi, pot giti ki loke la kirmani kenyo. Wunu neno mask maketika poko anyway. Mask maketika poko neni tieki agents, contaminated reagents. Agents makelu tuo chwin, tuo adono, ki udengiet. Mask maketika poko ne maketika dino dane go uro masi. Mask kon kunyoni konye ngo, konya mask pe. COVID dong pedo. Pingo ketika dino dane go uro mask. Mana ye yo ma ara DCs obe kwanyo kere kwa padano I area manoke kerugi iye. Mask kuberichani wa ilowa wao kanya ruku mask pe. Ento noni Museveni cha wa intika ruku mask. Dano weng macherka na Museveni kwa kitemu COVID test. Pien Museveni tika yenyu yome nano ni ino yome kwanyo population pa area ma wechuni Buganda, Busoga, Bugisu, Acholi, Kilugwara. Mete dano toko, manyuri mask ene kaki mini, obo ni charo balero, adunu ni charo balero, iri, dola dingi toko, jomi weng organ mati I weng balero. Ene no bo balle bene don't baby ngayon niya nga mono, amma chamo dek ngo, la wo maja, pede binge pian wi po be poni, ina ro mask ene ni, maki mini ni, pian mask ne kitika deno dana dia, area makroni Elgon bugisukacha donc ki poko mask eginioko ki poko bana tetek dano tika to kunu wigi peponi mask maguroni yarberie ineno inaka songo la kacha ayeki yubo yak makikeri mask enini. There are masks, facial masks that are being distributed. In fact, I'm going to share this with my brother from Bugisu. Mount Elgon area, they have been distributing these masks. These masks have reagents, which are made in Nakasongola. Chemical reagents that cause heart, liver, hearing, and lung damage. These lungs are purposefully given. they have been ordered by the CDF. CDF has ordered that these masks be distributed by all means, without any arguments, to all town councils in the Mbale area. They have to be distributed by SFCs and chairpersons to cause death of these people in those areas, because you may not remember what you ate, that you wore a mask that caused something. Even if you may remember what you ate 3 days ago, you may not be able to relate a mask to heart problems or breathing problems or, you know, hearing issues and all of that. There may not be related connection, but there's a chemical plant in Nakasongola which makes this reagent, which they are using on these masks, which they are distributing by all means. There is a video of a gentleman who is distributing masks acting as Museveni to street children in Kampala. I saw the video and somebody actually shared it saying that it was Museveni distributing bread and masks to these children. No, it wasn't Museveni. It is a comedian who actually says that he's doing it to help out or something. Little does, and that man may not be informed about the background of this. So I am bringing this. If you know this person, if you can reach the message to this person, those masks are contaminated with reagents which cause liver, heart, lung, and hearing problems. Soon you'll see people just passing out from nowhere, just because that mask had something. Be careful. Don't take it. Why do you need masks today? COVID is no longer a pandemic. There is no COVID in Uganda. The environment does not allow for COVID to thrive in Uganda, first of all. Why Museveni wears the masks every day is to hide his aging. I believe so. If not, maybe he has oxygen hooked or something, and he wears the thing on his back. I don't know. There's no reason why anyone in Uganda should be wearing masks. Therefore, people of Elgon, and I'm going to get this to my brother from the Elgon area, do not wear these masks being given to you. Muhozi, in his own words, CDF has ordered and says no argument. These masks must be distributed every day. The deadly masks must be distributed every day to the Mount Elgon area. If you know that area was given to Natasha or something, there was land in Bugisu that was given to a certain Rwandese community. And I think this is the finishing act to get rid of those people so that that land is fully occupied by these Rwandese people. They want to turn Mount Elgon or Elgon area to the Rwenzori area where they can thrive and have the perfect weather and vegetation and wild animals and all of that. This is the plan of these Rwandese people. That is an action that has been confirmed, and those masks are being distributed. So if you have somebody in those areas, if you live abroad or you live whatever, let them know to not wear those masks. If possible, find a faraway place to burn them, because the reagents could be in the air and you might consume it if you burn it very close to you. Mas seguni unien yo me wangu geo nyome nanu ni dano petika tichkere jo mati Mount Elgon area Bugisu kacha dongi poki mas koko. Piano na wachi buni ki wachi Bugisu mierginen yo me kwanyu dano men nanu ni jo ne gutako. Muhozi ki koma yo wachi order me mask ki pok la boingar mo kwayar mask ni. So, quand on yo lock me mask ka bien bobu, au kwe mask en go choro. U yen yo me wang ne o ki chien bene, pian ka wang cho cho. Agent mo ne mati yen ni romo doing doc don you come down. Now. Confirmed. Man ni pelo ka bogaba. Confirmed. Museveni, Muhozi, Salim Saleh, kanga ageni. Go watch it down makiloni pasta kayanja ke kwan kuonero. Down makiloni Sheikh Mubaje ke kwan kuonero. Down makiloni Reverend Kazimba Mugalu ke kwan kuonero. Pastors mogoni me church pa Morocco legi ki gene ki katoli mier ke kwan kuogero. Inero pingo ke kwan kuogi pien Johnny enini Museveni gi uti uket gidong kar malach gingeyu chilu ma aki State House. Ginge yu pian chalo ka COVID and Ebola and mangona ni. Ki or Johnny ni go bin go tete down ni bola tie. Okay, go. Manu to John in ngeu chilu ma a ki bod Museveni gi. Kupedi chan dong Museveni gi te wachi ki kwan ko gyoko. And it is confirmed. This is confirmed. In fact, Museveni today checked on what happened to those people who I said I have confirmed move forward with the decision. This is one of them, and you are going to see it. So, confirmed, they have to eliminate Pastor Kayanja, Sheikh Muvaje, Reverend Kazimba Mugalu, all pastors, especially Balokole, and the Catholic Church. Confirmed. Okay? They continue to profile NRM people in government, UPDF for eliminations by the SFC. SFC commander, who is Muhozi, continues to plan eliminations of NRMs and UPDF. Atika wachi Muhozi, ana wachi wuni Muhozi tika luor jomogoma joma tiuki wana ni pian John yani luani small boy. So genadong meti team emiti profiling jomati NRM jomogoma don ma yao tiuki ni won gini mogo futi office mogo ke kwanyo gyo lumon mogoma don mauti mujema chilwe. Museveni benemero kwanyu evidence chaden Muhozi benemeti lwe jomogoma don yako. So kitika medeki profiling ni anga beru kwene anga mon warning ngare ni mono chomu kwene mar de ngo chelbot side chick anga kono ngo ni wen ki be goro wen we gi yen yo me kwanyu kwoge. So confirmation from the CDF commander Muhozi, they're continuing to profile NRM executives or leadership. Some UPDF, they're continuing to profile them, where they eat, where they go, how they move, who is with them at what time, where the side chick is, where this is it, so that they can easily deal with them. Because Museveni does not want evidence, which these people have. Muhozi does not want to be despised by his father's old comrades. So between the two, they must go. Okay? They are planning to cause some tears in National Unity Platform. National Unity Platform, brace yourselves. Their plan is to eliminate the big wigs of National Unity Platform in the same way that they did Nachimuli, or any other way that they can cause the leadership of National Unity Platform to be no more, including that idea of the disgruntled members who have been paid a little bit of dust to go and cause ruckus at the offices. Also, several other ways they want to make sure to bring down one powerful National Unity Platform person. One. They want to make sure. 1, 2, or 3. The target is Dr. Lina Zedriga, Vice President, Acting Current President, Honorable Joel Senyonyi, Leader of Opposition, and Honorable Louis Rubongoya. There's going to be either in accidents or medically, so try not to go to hospitals where you're not sure of the ownerships or leaderships. You know, I hope we have some new hospitals or providers. Dr. Shamim, I know you're somebody, you know, you can guide so we know where the leaders should go and not just to go anywhere. It is unfortunate we lost our honorable sister, Nachimuli, in a very unrealistic way. We did not protect our own. We were not Nathans. We were not Nathans on that day. Okay? Kitika wachi, wang majo me National Unity Platform, o Quck. Koro magin kitika keluneni, gitika nani, wang ma jo me National Unity Platform, ludire chalo Dr. Lina Zedriga, Honorable Joel Senyonyi, ki Honorable Louis Rubongoya. I kom down a deck in your gana deck wang, umiere kinene ki kwanyu kwogi, yo me accident, unyo, yo me gene, yacht. Unyo ka kuchere or yacht kono operation manna kono ngo, dago me kalanga la makiluoni Honorable Nachimbulini. Uchero I or yacht, I surgery mo matitiri, ma wor ki tiana ben me chero ki surgery ni ba surgery ma down team mo pola ta ki loni fibroid down team surgery ni chero cha ke ke surgery ni ti cha de by cha big no dey I tika what ya doc gangu dago naturally honorable po meticho ki surgery no kun ki wali ni one odiate eno ni Museveni gia yo you plan me nano ni go kwanyo kwa panyago eno ni ma oberu National Unity Platform Member of Parliament ma aki kalangala mangin wachi yol eno do beru dong tiyo de da pien ngato pa penyu wiye bene pere kibi wachi daktari utemu ungayo gia ngaya nano ento no gina ye gunano yo man kundong ki wachi National Unity Platform to twale lutela nyo keri bene ti nup nyo mero change madam ngeni ni mero change pe chero ya ta dong nen yo ni chero no odiat manongo jone ober jo ma mero change ma mero loga ke chero giri ching rwan this shit to no police and OC elimination to start confirmed CIDs to clear all indigenous by profiling them Kitika wachi joma police joma ti prison joma gine joma ti ani mongini Gitika wachi kar do roma me kwanyu kwa gibene pien joni ani ti ki gine chaden kita yangu wono kere kita ki wono kere lu prisoners National Unity Platform ineno down ma ki mako gino nono ni police ay kelu gi police dwako gi police kelu gi police dwako gi OC ko nga OC no ti goichi ni wakwan wa we out gang mak any wa mero ma chan we out police no ena nge anga ma ki mak ter kwene ki kelu ki basement pa mohosi ki kwanyu lwero o ki golu wa ho kon ki temo nini kon ngo police OC ki CID ginge lok mapol chawani edong mohosi do wachi ki kwan ko gyo en gina teka wachi confirmed Manyuti eni dong guk choyo guk erchingi ni wang mauti me. Kanyo ni lok mana bitero eni na yogo wego pego bitemo. And toti confirmed. You know? So I'm saying anything that I will say confirmed means that they have already signed and sealed and must happen, must be executed. This one of police and OCID must be executed. The police and OCs must be eliminated, says Muhoozi. So their profiling has commenced, and at any time, anything could happen to them. Noop crying is confirmed. Continued profiling of NRM leaderships and UPDF leaderships confirmed. Elimination of pastors, Sheikh Mubaje, Kazimba Mugalu, confirmed. Releasing masks and reagents to Mbale, Mount Elgon people, confirmed. Let me see what else is confirmed. Continuous demolition, confirmed. Ebola to be used, confirmed. Okay? Mounting roadblocks, traffic, pressure checking, they're still debating. It hasn't been confirmed. So they're going to set up different roadblocks, still trying to use Ebola as a thing to try to keep people under quarantine or keep people under... What do they call that? Lockdown. Gubi mede kitimu and roadblock. Kuno kibi pimu temperature. Mene anoni kono tiki bola nyo peki bola. Kibi timu traffic. Mene anoni down miere pobet ka waratata. Pian miere gubeta war. Gina kilwoni soaps. Eni put gitika temu kita miere bet kere. They're still debating how to run the roadblocks, temperatures, and traffic checks. To try to emulate, to pretend as if Ebola exists. Museveni is going to disappear very, very soon. Museveni, oberuenyoro chochoke. Oberuenyoro. Museveni noni embede all. Museveni nenu chagulani senta mutiwa ya Amerika. Entro gamente pa Bobby Wine wara nyimla boanyela. Museveni gina en luoni wodeni. Po yupe. Petie ki blessing metela. Petie penge yu kitamiere tel kere tela. O wego Museveni ti kona ma penge yu ginamiere tim. Museveni tamani en miere doin loji Uganda keri de taga. Man Museveni ki tamani miere en I ago ki Uganda ma wan po wangeyo. e ruenyo ga ruenya kita ke wai ko ba chwezi ruenyi e bi a ento mapia no Museveni kitika recording video mano Museveni tika lock current affairs jami mogo mano ki romo nyutu video ne kar mogo marwate video yani pole ubeberu iniano madon eno wega wunu neno news kuberi chane kitika wachi niano madon miere ki ngol gi udok manok in ke ne niano chalo uoro Museveni wachi ki kwanyoko pien petie video mo ke ken ma Museveni romo timune marwate ki niano uoro pien niano uoro jama time ye pol down to matata wanga polata Museveni kere wachi loki Kampala I video mano kitika nyutu kira down tika chamu kere wuro gwake nyut Kampala kono eno no jama pat tika time ene area ma eno beri yeni so eno weko niano mugu kibi kwanya woki kalenda me Uganda team aneno news kunwachi NTV kunwachi wuro kibi kwanya wako pian Museveni peromo log me wuro peromo gene peromo enacting video ne I video ma em tika recording ibane mirnan ni kero down charu Janet noti ye wek man Uganda wabed kun wabed wailo tena maberu gang makun wangeni mami geni daddy gitie no wabed mabubu apie karaman Janet kone pe wun ko go Janet wo bino mone I vetting nining vetting makikero beru minister ni wun ne kina Museveni dwalo kere tiene pire kene o kero Janet minister man Janet meru bino vetting chalo ministers mo kana ni oweng aya do betime nining. So I'm saying that Museveni plans on disappearing. And the reason of his disappearance without saying farewell is a few things. He fears that Uganda will be toppled immediately. Museveni's son is not anywhere near leadership. Museveni knows that NRM cannot exist without him physically because the rest cannot hold it together like he does, which is true. After Museveni, there's no NRM. Finished. There will not be NRM. Museveni is hard. It's been difficult for Museveni to come out and say that Janet is no longer here. The videos that he wants to make are going to be about certain holidays and certain days, which he's going to record videos of certain events. But since we talked about this and he has felt like we have poked holes in this idea of his, he's now expounding it into international avenues. So he's going to take a trip to Tanzania, take a trip to Kenya, take a trip to South Africa. All those will be recorded, pre-recorded for release eventually. In some of the videos, he's going to say dates or times or events just to adjudicate that for Ugandans to say, oh, well, today is Independence Day. Well, it's something. Or today is whatever. Speaking of Independence Day, it has been eliminated from the official holidays going to be celebrated henceforward. That one has two meanings. Museveni wants to rubbish the history of Uganda and he wants it to begin from him. That is why he has taken off a date like Independence Day from being celebrated. But the other thing is, it is hard for Museveni to replicate Independence Day scenarios because Independence Day is full of festivities. Even if he says on every Independence Day, knock down 3 houses, let there be accidents on this road, let there be accidents on the other road, it is possible that certain things will happen that will throw off his video and will make him look like a fool and a lie. Like we'll see through the lies vividly. Or himself, he couldn't use them anymore. Or his people who would be using the videos would never apply it effectively. Because we are awake. We're punching holes in all these things. So the reason why some holidays have been eliminated is because he wants to disappear, leave a few pre-recorded videos to be played on events on certain days which he has control over, and also to have Janet in those videos because it is hard for him to show up without Janet to any event. People are going to be like, where is she? I know that this video is super long, but it's been days, so I wanted to at least get somewhere. The rest I'll summarize quickly. Okay, these are important because they're confirmed events. So watch for all those videos. I mean, all those events being canceled. All those are signs that he's leaving Muhoozi to be in charge. Muhoozi will be in charge after Museveni disappears. When you no longer see Museveni physically, it means Museveni will have disappeared and Muhoozi will be the one running the country. Okay? So that's a big planned disappearance. All those videos will be passed. Museveni thinks even in his death, his spirit will still run Uganda. But we will know. As soon as it happens, we will find out and we will let you know that indeed he's out of there so we can get the rest out of there. Okay? Muhoozi CDF is to eliminate anybody who he fears and those who don't believe in him. I already said this. Winnie Muhoozi wachibi kwanyu kuopa dano ma pemare unyo dano ma eni luoro. So teke luori kono iningeni en luori unyo pengeyu. Kwoni umiaro bet pere. Bien ende bi dwar Uganda dwara chalu gina dwar le chala dwar. En wa ori pa dano ke tor juini. Jo mogo madon do ma en tamni tiki gu maromo gwaktor gamente nego en wa wachi. Un jo mo kene ma furu tiki kero ma tiki gu ma tiki ngoni. U kon dano do. Piani ne ko berichani fura ni ta monko. Dire ma no in be ti wichoy. Ne no. Gine ni petika bion pe jo mogo mo kene. No, be bion dano weng. Wona gi ma furu tie ma wono tego ni. Au yele ba. Uteme chalo Viet Cong do. I'm saying those of you who are able, are you waiting for this to come? Because even if right now it's happening to Anita Among or a foot soldier, trust me, Anita Among went through everything all foot soldiers go through and more. Anita Among went through the humiliation of her life and of all National Unity Platform people. All of them except death. I'm not sure if she's still here, so I can't speak to that. But Anita Among has gone through everything a foot soldier of National Unity Platform has gone through under these Rwandese in Muhoozi's basement. A thing which she wished upon National Unity Platform. Everything she wished for, she got. They say an evil person gets everything they fear. But a righteous man gets everything they wish for. Imagine that. So while you have the power, while you can do something, do something. Because today it's her, tomorrow it's you. Imagine Muhoozi is plotting. He could even be plotting around people like Brigadier Tema. Example. Atika wachi, Muhoozi tika wachi, miere kwan kwa joma luore, sorry, joma ene luoro, unyo joma pemaro en, joma pegine, joma pemaro en. Manyuti kuberichani uberanita monko. Anita Among omaro jami weng majochani timi kom prisoner pa National Unity Platform. Jami weng ma opposition pa Bobby Wine lutien ma ki maro gini. Jami weng ma gukar guwo ki ye ima bod Muhoozi. Anita omaro mapat kito keken. Kuone futie parang wache kuone pepen pangeyo. Ento Anita omaro anyway Bible wachi dano machwinye chol wakadwa kuman Bible wachi gien ma dano machwinye chol luora deda bipoto ento gien ma dano paluba lego pere bibino inano kiwachi wajoma ludek bene lego pe kwa gini ukon ma pon nekando tena no nego dano ko wen char bene bo kwayo kija wayo tima kija pon nega no do nego jo kan ne wen so dano chal Brigadier Tema mono anko lagi komba babana bene ento anatika wachi gine ni pa Muhoozi ni gina ti wiye ba Penny Garuma no watch any or Tama Luriba. And Muhoozi bo winner kitch winner ni. O Tamato Nantal Pamara. Utamato Nanchaya. Ana waju uncle Utama en Timney. Ento party wachi en keken. Atika watch ni chala pora. Where one job mukene maununge ni. Kedu chero chokede. Ungeni we take a what mat la kiramani kenyo. Ba hun bero ti line. Cha mo ken. Bene pepar wo. Pepa kono ni ki yeri kono secretary general kono nga. Pepari. Dana di mauta o terra madon Uganda. Actually, o terra di madon. Imke go kono ni lo catch. O chungo ay gini mafuri. Kono kwa. Kono Jacob la nyafutie. Walter Ochara kono no chungo ay gini. Kare chama pia kwa nyukwane ni. Kono locate futie. Walter Ochara kono Jacob la nyafutie. Kono Professor Giran. I forget his name. Where will you? Ento kono lutela me ya chuli makwoge uchero yo mapewa nyangi kono wengfutie. I'm trying to say that today is Anita Monk. But I'm saying that being that this thing that Muhoozi has about eliminating people who fear him is in his head. It is not because somebody's going to tell you, by the way, Muhoozi said you fear him. Or you hate him or you. No, this is a mental issue which Muhoozi will decipher on his own and say, you know what? I think Brigadier so-and-so doesn't like me. That is enough for him to eliminate you. Meaning that you are not going to see a sign. Therefore, use what you have now. People, brigadiers, you know, people in police leadership, prisons leadership, let those prisoners go. Open the gates, let them go. We'll take care of the rest. All of you who are in these places, guess what? It only takes Muhoozi's deranged mind to figure out that it's time for you to go. Because of his feelings, personal feelings. Not because you did something wrong. You don't have to do anything. If Walter Ochara at the time said, you know what, this is it. Not going to happen. Not to my brothers. No more camps in Acholi. No more this, that, and the other. Today, we would have Honorable Jacob Olanya still here. Rest in peace. We would have Lokech still here. Rest in peace. We would have several others who are gone. Still here. Katumbo Wamala would have his daughter. Today, had he done the needful, because as time goes, there is more RIPs coming because of the mental state of this hoodlum. All it takes is his mental. I mean, he could say, you know what? It's time. In the middle of a cup of tea, he could say, by the way, so-and-so, go take care of this person. It is a mental thing. Let us find a way to put a stop to certain things. That we don't have to wait for RIP. Prisons, release those people. Figure out how. We will do the rest. You know they did nothing. Let them go. Let people go. The Bible says, let my people go. Be the Jonathan. Au timbe wu beru wunu nachan pa jowu. Au wo jowu wu dok lu nachan. Kita nachan tikeri Bible. Become Jonathans. SFC. Do you know that SFCs are killed every day because of suspicion of information leaking out? Ingeni SFC gi kinero gi jui. Pian gi tamni gena yemini walore. Jui. Jui. Story ne. Kimaro mak kinoni. Ineo SFC ubero mon pa Muhoozi. Manyuti Muhoozi tiki twero iwi SFC. Tutwale matie Ugandan. Kunyuani wa megi wengine oba. Ento tila cho mo makimako la wo maja. Ma kitama tama ni ena yo wajulok moni. Kimako la chocha. Muhoozi ore ke kel magaji. Ka kimako magaji kilero kere pat pala chocha ani. Peni ki ngumle tupa. Ki roya makach I jamine. Kuon ki ler mapoke kuman. Challa bollo. Wunko go kit Georgia Rajuya. I'm speaking about an SFC incident. It's hard to speak. I can't imagine. Because I just have to, so that you know the extent of what these people are. Because they're constantly suspecting that SFCs are leaking information, they are killed every single day in whatever manner. They don't care. When CDF says, I think this guy did this, that's it. The guys who leaked the information about, no, not the guys who leaked, the guys who were part of the bombing event that they talked about, like they were going to do at one of the Arsenal gatherings. The SFC guys on that team who were privy to that information, well, they have all not been seen since that day. Not been seen. A specific incident of an SFC guy who Muhoozi suspected of something. Muhoozi took a pair of scissors and slit his general. Slit like this through his banana. Split. I'm not chopping. Split through his banana, for lack of a better word. This is how bad these people are. So I'm saying, those of you who can, right now, before too many RIPs, you see the future. Do something. Do something. So anytime from now, National Unity Platform officers will receive a letter from NEMA or URA claiming that the office is built on wetlands, or that there is going to be need for road construction or expansion or environmental protection. The letter has already been drafted by Flaviano Nzeja, who is the Chief Justice appointed by Museveni and sworn in Museveni's yard. You would think he's the Chief Justice of State House, not everywhere else. But Nzeja has already written this letter that is going to be going to the NUP offices, claiming that the buildings of National Unity Platform are on forbidden land, therefore requiring environmental protection and needing to have road construction. Therefore, that building must be demolished. Okay? This letter comes straight from Museveni's office because Nzeja has already drafted it and sent to Museveni to review and put a stamp on it. Either URA or NEMA will be where that letter will come addressed from. In pretense, they're going to close one of National Unity Platform offices so this thing looks legitimate. Remember, everything Museveni is doing is against National Unity Platform. Everything. Even if Museveni drinks water, it is against National Unity Platform. It is against, because it's probably ordered not to. Everything Museveni does is against National Unity Platform. Museveni takes in oxygen against National Unity Platform because by now he probably would have been peacefully gone and resting in hell. Everything Museveni does is against Ugandans and National Unity Platform. Let nobody fool you that anything is done for Ugandans or NUP. None. Nothing. Nothing. So the letter is going to come to the office, either addressed from UNRA or NEMA, stating that NUP offices must be demolished. There will be a fake example of an NRM office that will be demolished first. Okay? Uganda. Awachi, office panup madip me Kampala, obino warga kun aki NEMA, unyo Roads Authority, warga ene donc dana makiloni Nzeja, Flaviano, Maubero, Chief Justice. kun Chief Justice ni Museveni ayo yero uberu wat latien pa omien Museveni. Flaviano Nzeja uberu latien pa omien Museveni. Magi aki ganchel. Flaviano Nzeja do choy warga eniniro pien giptika miatotor office panup mati Kampala. Ki offices mukene matika weng. Kuberi chani futika tamu konyo warga ni kichoni aki bot roads authority kejo aki bot nema. Ento warga ni dong ti office pa Museveni kumberi chawani. Kibitemu nyutuni toro ateni ni pauberu gene pauberu target panup ento oberu gien maketika temune pi Ugandans pi lobo pi don lobo ento ko Jomi weng ma Museveni tika temune kuberi chani tutwale makwako nup tika temune menano ni toro nup poko ekwani nup poko ki Uganda neno manyuti gube time chalo kitika loro office twero bedi pa NRM twero bedi pa FDC unyopate moke ken magituko keretata gube time chalo gube loro office mukene ento idea ne weng miero tiere utum ki office panup no dong pe kama no ti yeni mona e plan gi neno put gitika medeki wango gankwani. They're still going to continue destroying schools, burning schools, and in a big way this time. There was a school that burned recently. I'm trying to remember where it is. They're saying that burning of schools, they're going to try to burn schools, although burning schools gets viral really fast. They've debated 5 times on whether to conclude or continue with it. Museveni's family and the health ministry and the SFCs and other commanders are planning which way to go with demolition of schools or hurting Ugandan children. They believe that destroying the younger generation will help heed population growth or new Ugandans like Chagulanyi Sentamu coming up and feeling like they need to take up space in their own country. So they're still planning and seeing how to do this. But in second term, they plan on spreading some disease or cause some serious attack in schools and kill hundreds of children. So they're planning that in second term. I don't know if it is, yeah, it is second term. This very second term, which is beginning. They plan on causing some sort of major atrocities to take away the lives of many children. People who live along the Northern Bypass, oh, ati wachi wango gankwan magit berka wango neni, giu wachi miero meta nyim. Endo giti nano ni tak gankwan tika wang beri video madano nano mapol. So giti awai gitne miergi yen yo menano ni giti modak yo ne gilako style la kiramoni kenyu. So giti wachi enta Mario mati bilni. Miergi yen yo meke lutuo mandego lutian mapola deda. Nano. Ye mero teach ki ministry of health family pa Museveni ki SFC. Menano ni ki kelu. Ine amsa loko nyum gini we. Kita dong kita ucer ke te meke rekon ne lutian adini. Gimete gimed wak dan mapol lutian mia ki wiye. Hundreds of children. In this second term, they will have to eliminate. Government hospitals are to be used to execute 70% of the strategies they have to eliminate older Ugandans. Those of you who Museveni or Muhoozi wants to eliminate, if you go to government hospitals to seek help or care, children, native Ugandans, other Ugandans, CIDs, anybody got caught on land wrangles and things like that, the plan is to reset Uganda by reducing Ugandan population by 70%, including kingdoms and other areas. Ati wachi jo machere yoriat pagamente mapol wun jo ma kitika yenyu udonge. Pedo chere yoriat pagamente ba. Pien kitika yenyu mene ane kitimo gimoke kunno ikomu. Okay? while Museveni is planning to run away, apparently on Northern Bypass, there is a popular place where he passes by. And he thinks that people know him there when he's passing. They know which car he's sitting in. And people sit in their houses and watch them and all of that. So people living along Northern Bypass are going to be demolished as Museveni plans on disappearing, so that you don't continue spotting him or not spotting him and reporting. So Joma Berry Northern Bypass, yo enuma da magirane, machero tung mal kumaluni. Awinyi miera kitu ori makuno ko pien convoy pa Museveni waru kunu wanga pol. Danu ngeyo dak danu morre kar mukana danu ngeyo ni Janet T Morka danu ngeyo ni Museveni uberi mutaka makuman. So kita dong ena borwenyo ko ni pe miete da obeta penyo ni uya convoy kar no do Museveni uberi pe yedo. Now several SFCs are moving around. They are wearing police uniforms, polos, and moving around trying to make profiles in busy centers at night so that they can launch missions in busy towers and centers. They are also going to be, remember when I said they're going to be abducting a lot of youth to take them to South Sudan? These areas where people are bustling with business or activity or gatherings, they are going to be collecting people from there. They will also attack and demolish houses and businesses that cause people to meet at night. So those of you who go out at night to events here and there, you gather here and there, there will be abductions in those areas. There will be these atrocities that they plan, the bombs and all of that, because SFCs are already profiling and gathering information to share. Down ma woro diwo kamogo mano wonu beri ye uberu ka chel chal nano dilu kingongo gini down ma ti uniform kun giti SFC guru uniform pa police polo giberu ka working ping manano ga ori man ma down beri ma pol gi wor ban ki mutaka patrol pa police inano towns man ma down beru poli ye idiwo jo beru ka kwene uberu ka nano dilu kwene en kama wunu beri ema poli kibinana ke toro ori ego niyo unyo wun bulu ma beru ka chel kanano dilu kingongo ngini kibimbago wupian kimete kite wud ka teach kwane I South Sudan ka yupo gangi manyen makilwoni Rwandese dynasty kunu so wake. Museveni has sent notifications to his Kabanu group. They are with invitations to celebrate the success of NUP making alternative government and taking oaths. Even if he celebrates that, it is our win. But Museveni was really fearful about NUP not swearing in. So the Kabano are celebrating that. I won't waste a lot of time on that. Group Makelwane Kabano, Oberu group Rwandese, Matilo Boweng. Awinyi Igiti Yomadeda Pian, MPs Panup, which are Gute swearing in. Museveni says that it's now his time to show Ugandans what it means by protecting the gains. He has vowed to himself to finish NUP, kingdoms, cultural leaders, religious leaders, churches that are supporting NUP. Whoever doesn't support him must be murdered by force. And that he won't release political prisoners. Atia wachi Museveni wachi Gina kilwoni protecting the gains ni down do bonan ke wangi. O wai down no dang tuka ento en another tika chair ni we. Debi now ni nyuru ki down ngoma ki waju ni protecting the gains. Manyur malowo ebi tiego jome national menu po weng. Ebi tiego cultural leaders o weng. Kabaka kono kingdom me kwana kono kingdom me choli kono kingdom me busoga kono kingdom me Buganda kono kingdom me kwana ni. Ibi noni kwanyu kwoge weng. Cultural leaders, ibi kwanyu kwoge ko. Religious leaders, kono ini pastanga, kono pastanga. Kwoge weng bet mier bet pe. Jome church, joma chwako change. Kwoge mier ke kwanyu ko. Down weng ma supporting Museveni. Kwoge mier renyo ko. Meno e plan pa Museveni. Why protecting the gains in down of winyu ki komge. Joma totwale pemero en. Uno bena report ni Bobby Wine ati wako kenya ni po bera. Ngayon ni cha mo ken alok ati kabino. Museveni waju ki jo me family ne ni guchak kwanyu chen ne ko ki lo ma wako. Guchak chonu chen ne wi jo mo ken ne pay jo pe chen do nyingi pien. Kache gamente may kache sanctions were bino unyoge kwanyu kwogi kitake kwanyu keri paga dafini. Wachena gima tu wako ki bitwe wi yako. Ma waju I family meeting kun waju ki jo ne ni aulo chen ne mati nying woko inying jo mo ken ma pegi ngeyo kita wachi Winnie Museveni tie ki luteno maduong mo ke luongi ni Hakim. Ene Museveni ne ko silam tutwale. Hakim uberu wota Museveni. So kaki wako kunu loko chen ne nying armo manye Hakim. Jo ma wako po benye ni chen pa Museveni. Dogu wachi chen gima ti Uganda mier gu loko from gu kwanyo ko kiberu chen me Uganda o dok chente mati dollar keken. Wek no kwanyo ne yot. Dok gu ket chene nying luteno gi pay nyingi. Down chalo Natasha gini pero mo dong beru ki account mati nye. Account weng dong miero beri ching liteno gi nyo jo mo kena magen geno. So according to Museveni, Bobby Wine is pushing the right buttons out here. And he's afraid what happened to Gaddafi could happen to him. In essence, he has asked all his family members to change their account names that are abroad. All cash accounts, all asset accounts be changed to names that are not recognizable or connected to them. And all accounts in Uganda that have Uganda shillings be accounts so that and be changed to the names of their children, not the names of not their names like they used to be, because they know that any time now it will be time to run. Okay. So in as much as they prepare to take over Uganda, they know that change is inevitable. Like I said, Museveni is plugging holes. He's swatting flies like he's in a pit latrine right now. Because he knows how those people left. He knows how Idi Amin left. He knows how Obote left. He knows how Gaddafi left. When he strategizes like this, saying that he should have them take their money or change the names and currencies, it is because he knows when Kagame left, when Gaddafi left, or when Gaddafi was dead, everything of his was gone with him, including his family. Gaddafi's children were killed. Gaddafi's wives were killed. Gaddafi had no memo, had no reminder to pack and leave. That is why I say Museveni has watched all these people and he's practicing all of them in one package, how his exit would be or will be. So, in as much as it seems hopeless, I guarantee you, they know that change is inevitable. Ati wachi keri beri wachi gitika kete ni gende lo Uganda. Gin ngeya ni. Uganda tie kia loga. Aloga tie. Jui what biano. Museveni kuberi chawa ni. O yobu package ne. Me what ne. Your deck. Me toro. Mano kibi nega. Chalo Gaddafi. Me rio ki boda money, chalo bore. Unyo me rio ki dege, chalo Idi Amin, ma rio ki charo ki yego kuberichani ki yego futi wako kachani. Weon ke repackage achel, inke go wi Museveni. Museveni beru kun penge yo ka obori romo chamotiano, unyo me chamo breakfast. Bene peniano ka peke tuju ki yat niano. Eniano. Chik weng ma bino kuberichawani, oberu chik ma Museveni ukelu. Metur jangdano magwak romo ile me kwanyu gamente ne magjami ma Museveni tika temuneni tika chwero twin dano ma Museveni keken Bobby romo kwa Uganda pikare maladong pien dano twin gitika chwe kado o state madong wang madong dano temugimoni obetime dano toba Jammy padando bale. Dano yek. Dano balu. Jammy. Danu chala nita kikwanyi chalo guok. Jimmy Weng kare netie. Benabitum. Okay? So, I love you and leave you today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow or tomorrow after. I wanted to at least catch up. Okay? Enjoy your day. Take good care of yourself. And I'll see you tomorrow. I have some very, very exciting updates. I have to start this tomorrow because it's quite long. And this has to do with the exhumation of Paulo Cafero. The exhumation of Paulo Cafero was about Museveni's once warning from a witch doctor who said, the person who will take power from you will be an artist of sorts. That is why Bebe Cool is a baby fool. That is why Eddie Kenzo cannot speak. That is why the comedian, what's his name? He went to parliament for a short while. He's no more. That is why Bobby Wine was amidst Bebe Cool at the time that he was shot in the leg. But Bobby Wine survived. In everything that you do going forward, be a Jonathan. Be a Jonathan. Especially those who work for Museveni. Be a Jonathan today. If you work for the prisons, let those people go. Let them go. Because Muhoozi has plans for you prisons workers that he wants to eliminate you. Let the prisoners go early. Wunjo amauti yupi Museveni ni. Auberu wunu jana again nachan. Ugwak jo wu. Wunjo amautu you down National Unity Platform. No ne. Au gwan down beri. O wek bocheri. Bien wun maki wachi ugwak down ma pegu balo bale. Gien benong Muhoozi tika bini wu. Chipping up pedo kwan tagera rio. Kigwen chel. Pick one stone and hit two targets. Release political prisoners. Be kind. When the government changes and foot soldiers become soldiers, they will remember you. The one who gave them water. The one who said, here, put on a gomas. Pass like this. Go. Be kind. Let the prisoners go. Let them go. Because if you don't, Muhoozi is coming for you. Let Wise for Mufumbiro go. Mwanga Chivumbi, Olivia Lutaya. I don't know everybody's names right now. I have everybody's name on the list. Let Sebufu go. Do you know that Anita Mong has a priest? In fact, Anita Mong went all the way to the Vatican. Have you heard from the Pope? When these people have you in a corner, you'll have no one. Let Eddie Mutwe go. The rest, we will deal with it. Figure it out. We will figure it. Trust me, we will. Let your people go. They will never forget you. We will never forget you. In fact, you'll be a hero by our books. Let people go. And don't accept when they send you to come and punish people and give them poison and do this. Why? Because one day, like Anita Mong has a kingdom in Teso, Amorimori or somebody. He has not said a word. Anita Mong used to go to a church, I think Holy Rose, All Saints or something. We have not heard from them. Anita Mong had friends, people who she gave money to for this, that, and the other. Mapenduzi from Gulu. You have never heard from him. Anita Among had people in places. But now, you won't hear anybody say anything. Because in times like that, she should have been a Jonathan. Anita Among should have been. Anita Among should have said, no, let Zake be Commissioner of Parliament. Anita Among would have let Joel Senyonyi attend some of the meetings he's supposed to attend. Do you know that Joel Senyonyi has intentionally been eliminated from certain meetings in Parliament, in committees where he's involved? Because Anita Among says, no, he's not worthy. Today, the Vatican is quiet. Versace, quiet. Be a Jonathan. Do the right thing. Let Mwanga Chivumbi go. Let the prisoners go. You will be a hero by our books. The rest we will handle. You don't have to lead them through the main door and say, okay, walk like this, go to the office, register, sign, check out, write, sign in the checkout book. No. Let the people go. You know somehow. You know a way. You are a God. You know a way. You take them farming. The prisoners didn't come back in the car. And you can live with them. Do you know that you can live with them? Police officer, you can go with the prisoners and you will be saved. Trust me. You go with the prisoners and you say, you tell one person that, by the way, I am so and so. I need protection. You will have it. Chagulanyi was protected in Uganda for 2 months by police, SFC, military, local Ugandans. Somebody gave him a gomasi. Somebody gave him a truck. Another one gave him a hole to hide. Another one gave him his bed to lay on. Do you know that people left their house and says, you come and sleep here. Come and sleep here. There are beds that were made ready for Chagulanyi. Trust me, at the right time, at the right moment, you will be a Jonathan. Do it. Do it. Let our prisoners go. They did nothing wrong. Aweru mabuch gukar guchere. In la teach money. Ini God money. Ini tell la mabuch ka teach. Inge ba ni pego balo. In kai ruenyo kedge. Bali no tikwane. Pien kari pe ruen keri kedge. Mohozi ti abirni uba. Wun ka chere. Wun jo mau ti yu ka ma pere teke. Uwek job gina lumoy gina. Uwek lu Owek dano mabuje makimakogi la boy bal ucheri. Ruenket gi bene. Ka dong rach. Ruenket gi. One no mukana watiero. How many people have been sent away from Chitezi? How many? Do they have a home? No. It's coming for you. Run away with the prisoners. Just let somebody know that you did the deal. Like I said, the Viet Congs did everything with what they had. Anything they could use, they used. Anything. You, police officer, we are begging you. Let our people go. Figure out a way. They don't have to sign that they're leaving. You know what I mean. Do something wherever you are with what you have. You who is working in these people's homes, figure something out. You who is working with them. What? Au konye ken wu pien machani the witch. It is a mental moment for these people to eliminate you. You will have no memo. Imagine they're saying prison's wardens are supposed to be eliminated. Are you waiting for that? Do it now. Let those people go. Anyways, it's been so long. Thank you. Thank you. We're right where we should be. We're in transition. It may not be right now, but it's soon. And they're feeling it. All these things that are confirmed, is because they know that change is coming. So be the change you wish to see. Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you. I love you. Amar wadida. Ubed mabe. Kela laura ma ini merone. Kel inikomi. Kel laura ma ini merte uberi lobone. Inikomi. Dano makilwoni Mahatma Gandhi. Ana wadu loke anoni. Amar wadida. Ubed mabe. Bye.